You already know what it is. Falcons fan, Dirty Bird Nation. You already know what it do.
Draft
Falcon
night.
fans, it's that time. Chase 1000 in the building. Chat already going crazy. Hit the like button, hit the share button, hit the subscribe button. We got a long night, folks. So grab your drinks, get your food, whatever you got to do. Go ahead and do it. 1000 Chase in the building. How's everything going for you, sir?
Doing good, bro. Ready for the draft to start. Ready to see what we about to add to the list. Be an Atlanta Falcon. Just ready for the draft.
It's going down in such a major way for the Atlanta Falcons. And let me tell y'all something, Falcon fans. We are truly ready. It's been a long time. Get this like, can y'all see me? I don't know. Can y'all see me? Can y'all see me? Just want to make sure y'all can see me. Falcon fans, we lit tonight. It's going down in a major way. Chase, how's everything going for you, man, when it comes to just being a fan, a podcaster in this moment now where the draft is here?
It's
It's go time, Falcons fans. What's your thoughts right now, brother?
Just ready to see what direction we go. And like we've talked about, in a lot of our previous shows, we can go any direction and help build this team. I just there's a lot of spots that we could boost up and make this team a dynamic team that a lot of teams can't stop. So, just to get a force in the first round that's going to be here for the future, maybe 5-6 years. So it's exciting, especially to see if it's somebody that's going to be on your mock board that you've studied. And, I do the YouTube shorts, so do reels on stuff like that, look up stats on these players. So it'd be cool to see one get picked that I've already looked up. It'd be pretty dope.
Falcon fans, in the chat, Falcon fans watching, listening, wherever you're going to be watching and listening from, welcome to One Time for the Fan. Big podcast tonight as we're going over the draft, of course, of the Atlanta Falcons, the first round here with you all. Bodie 3000 will be here with us shortly. I believe Booman, one of our other podcasters, might be checking in as well. And I believe Des Dollars might make a grand appearance too as well. Des Dollars might make a grand appearance here too as well. So look out for that here on One Time for the Fan. But we do have some special guests that's going to be joining us here shortly tonight because it's a draft party, and of course when you have a draft party, you invite guests. So Falcon fans from all the chats, all the groups, hit that like button, hit that share button, hit the subscribe button. We are here. It is time to draft. Draft is getting ready to begin. And like we were telling y'all already long time now, how the draft is going to go. It's 8:04 and it's already a commercial. Right?
Yeah, that's all it's going to be. Commercial. Nick Saban with his QB. Look at that.
You're going to see a bunch of commercials. You're going to see a lot of advertisement tonight. Big stage for a lot of companies out here that can get, what is this? Fast and the Furious 15? What is this?
I think we got two different screens going on.
With two different screens, what do you want? You watching the 4-letter network or the 3-letter? What you doing?
I'm just on the NFL Network draft live coverage.
Okay.
That, and then I got Draft Center on the TV.
Okay. Shout out to all the other content creators too as well that's out there doing their thing, representing however they're doing it, whether it's putting on a podcast or representing at the draft or representing either at a draft party too as well. So let's get straight to it, man. Chat is always lit. Chat is always crazy. We'd love to have everybody here. Carrie is ready to go, so we'll have Carrie in here shortly. She'll be with us tonight too as well. Denetrus Salas will be here tonight with us as well. Jabri Harper will be here with us tonight as well. Bodie 3000. It was raining, so he has to put the tarp over the tractor. He doesn't want to get the tractor wet. So once he's finished with that, he'll be up in here. But Deshaun's up in here. Chat is lit. Everybody representing them Falcons group. Rise Up Tour. Shout out to everybody in the Rise Up Tour. May 11th, schedule drops. Be ready for that. We're going to have a schedule release party too as well for that. With the Rise Up Tour puts on a lot of events going on the road, and we want Falcons fans to have a good time when we go on the road. But Deshaun is in the chat. He said, "Hold up, we them boys. Hold up, we them boys. We making noise." Okay, already. First comment of the day gets the chat lit, gets the chat going. Sean Coswell's in the building. Diehard Atlanta Falcon fan. Our first guest is at the draft. And I know he might be having some type of communication issues or some networking issues. But he is on the floor of the draft.
Nice.
So if he can get in here quickly so we can just chat it up for just a bit. If not, we go ahead and get to the next guest soon. But yeah, we have some diehard Atlanta Falcon fans going to be joining us here tonight shortly as I'm watching the draft, and I'm sure Falcon fans are watching the draft too. Thousands of people out here, right here in Kansas City.
Crowded, dude. That's a stacked draft.
Chase, your thoughts? Do you want the draft in Atlanta?
Yeah, if it's in Atlanta, we got to make that trip. That's a dream to go to the draft. Watch a first round. Yeah, that'd be dope in Atlanta. Who wouldn't? This man taking conference calls on the podcast.
Hey, draft going crazy. First time, one time for the fan history, man. Taking a call right here in the middle of the show, man, because it's crazy.
Who's trading up, boss?
We sent the link out. Hey, I'm telling you, man, you never know what's going on. Getting updates. But Goodell is at the podium. Justin Newman is in the chat. He said, "What's good, fellas?" Falcon fans are there. Fans from all NFL teams are there. As you can see, whatever network you're watching, I'm watching where I see Chiefs fans right now. I saw the Falcons fan base earlier. Shout out to Elaine Williams, who's also down there too as well. Diehard Atlanta Falcons fan, Rise Up Tour member. I think Dirty Bird Nest member too as well, and a big supporter of One Time for the Fan podcast. So shout out to Elaine, who's out there on the floor. I believe John Abraham also announced that he's supposed to be making the 44th pick tomorrow. So that's going to be kind of cool too as well for Falcon fans. And I have it muted because I can't get the copyright strike thing going. So whatever's going on ESPN, you know, I'm sure you guys are watching it on your TV or NFL Network. I'm sure you guys are watching it there. Shout out to Bubba Gump in the chat. Falcon fans, the draft is here. Who do you guys want? Who do you guys want? Who do you guys want? Of course, they're going to make the announcement that the Carolina Panthers is on the clock. There's been a lot of talk today of the Tennessee Titans possibly moving up to take one of the top 5 spots. And that's also pretty big because for the Jalen Carter fans, that could mean that Jalen Carter could possibly be moving back to that 8th spot if 4 of the quarterbacks go in the top 5. But there is the Super Bowl champion Patrick Mahomes on the channel that I'm watching. And this is big for Falcon fans because you want this moment. Look at that on stage, Falcon fans. Look at it. You want that moment. One day it's going to happen. Kind of looks like Desmond Ritter. Desmond Ritter. Yeah. So the Atlanta Falcons, they're really good.
A little ahead of mine.
What's up?
Ahead of mine.
Huh?
Your TV's ahead of mine, so don't scream the draft pick out.
Well, here's the thing. Go to ESPN and just rock with me. Or, are you in 2023? Because it's 2023 where I live.
I don't do ESPN, man.
But Falcon fans, hit that like button, hit that share button, hit that subscribe button. Hell, let's try to get the 400 subscribers tonight. We're almost there. But if you're looking at the draft, I want you to take this moment, Falcon fans, and take it in of these Chiefs players out there celebrating, hosting the draft in their city after winning the Super Bowl. This is a moment big for Falcon fans because you now have a roster that can possibly get to where the Chiefs' level of greatness is. Yeah. Winning a Super Bowl. It's very possible with the roster that you have. What's up, Chase?
You just got to get one, man. Get one and you got people talking.
This is big, Falcons fans. This is truly big. Big night here for Atlanta. And shout out to the Hawks, too, as well. I know they're going to be battling the Celtics.
Got to have that, though.
Braves, they was on a tear, too, as well. They was going crazy. Fans are, man, that's looking like...
They're stacked. What? It's packed out there.
Packed out there. Let's head to the chat. Justin Newman said, let's get this party going. Draft time, baby. Shout out to all the fans
Yes,
who's
sir.
rocking here with us. I see people are joining in. Hit the hashtag one timers, hashtag the fan club. Use the emoji. Put that one up in the chat. We're going. I want to see where the Falcon fans are. They keep showing. They're showing the Panthers. They're showing the Colts. They're showing
They'll
Chiefs.
show a glimpse of us right before the pick.
So here it is, Falcon fans. The draft has started. Ice Cold Wolf is in the chat. Peace and blessings, brother. Peace and blessings.
Peace and blessings.
Matthew Bass is in the chat. Winner of our one time for the fan raffle. Won 2 tickets to a Falcons Bears game last year and a signed Kyle Pitts jersey. Shout out to Matthew Bass in the chat. Ice Cold Wolf said, buckle up, baby. God. Jeremiah Weems in the chat. He's already starting it out. He said Jalen Carter.
That's the dream pick.
Let's go. Rise up, baby. Jabri Harper, who's going to be with us shortly, is going to be here. Lowski is in the building. He's going to be not Lowski. Jabri Harper's going to be with her shortly. Shout out to Lowski. Shout out to Justin Newman. Shout out to Jeremiah Weems up in the chat. Dre True Statement is up in here rocking with us. Shout out to Dre. Jeff Wolf is saying Van Ness or Bijan. Van Ness or Bijan is one or the other.
Van Ness at 8, Jeff Wolf.
Falcon fans, notice this. It is 8:12, and the Panthers are now on the clock with the clock ticking from 10 minutes down. They're at 8 right now. I think 8:05. So when we get to the Falcons pick, it's looking like, a good little minute.
About 10.
Close. Maybe hopefully it's before it, but we'll see. We'll see. Ernest Hall is checking in over there from across the seas. I believe he's in Thailand right now. So shout out to Ernest Hall checking in with us. DSGB All's in the building. He said, one time, let's get it. Big Low Country Sports is in the building. He said, let's go, family. Happy draft day. Happy draft day to you, brother. Got a diehard Atlanta Falcon fan in the building. Reg Reekins in the building. He said, what's up, my guys?
Good,
keep doing your thing. Ready for this pick tonight. Rise up. Me and Reg was in what was that? Carolina, Reg, in the rain? Was that the Carolina game? Thursday night. Shout out to Diane in the building. Rise up.
Rise up.
Sure, you and Ben are watching somewhere. Shout out to Ben too as well. Archangel said, what in the world, Bo? He's chopping it up with Big Little Country Sports up there. Jeff Wolf is watching the Hawks. Wallace Smith is here with us. Said, what's going on, fellas? Falcon fans, who you want? Falcon fans, who you want? We got a Jaguar fan in the chat. He said Falcons just drafted a new popcorn vendor. Light him up.
Sheesh, get him out of here.
Get him out of here. Let's get to our first guest. Of course, Falcon fans, when we love talking Falcons football, we love bringing on Falcon fans who love just expressing their views and their opinions about the Atlanta Falcons. And, of course, there's none other than this party animal who took over New Orleans with us. And I'm sure he's probably contracted to come back. But let's go ahead and get straight to it. DJ Dance is in the building. One of the admins of a couple of Falcon groups out there. Falcon Nation groups out there. What is it, like 3 or 4 groups you got?
Nah, just one that I'm admin, but
just one you admin right now?
I'm in a bunch of them, so yeah.
Damn.
What's going on?
Man, everything's good. Everything's great. I see some Falcon fans now on the screen. I don't know how they got them situated right there at the draft, but Dan, there's a lot going on with the Falcons this year. I know you're excited to see what the Falcons are going to do, but just let everybody know a little bit about yourself and how long you've been a fan of the Atlanta Falcons, man.
Hey, man. They call me Dan, DJ Dance. Been a fan of the Falcons, probably since I was little. Before I can even remember what players was on the screen. But nah, man, grew up Falcons Nation, Falcons home base, man. And, hey, man, it's just a pleasure to see the direction that these boys going in.
Yes, sir.
Hey, it's big right now for Falcon fans because we're killing it in the offseason. We're doing big things that I think fans wanted. I know you over there in VIP. I know you're doing. I know you're doing security over there, Dan. What you DJing tonight?
No security, no food. Get outside.
Are we in this? Hold on, are we live at the cigar bar?
Yeah, man. Yeah,
we are live at the cigar bar.
I'm trying to situate everything.
Hey, we lit. One time for the fan. We everywhere. But the offseason has just been so good for the Atlanta Falcons, man. What have you seen this offseason that got you excited and ready for next season?
Oh, I'm gonna be honest. People start with the players, but it went with the coaches for me. As soon as they brought in two defensive minded coaches at that, man, I was like, oh, this defense about to shake. This defense about to rumble.
Mm-hmm.
Nielsen and Gray, I was like, and they specify in two different parts of the defense. So that is great.
Yeah.
So most definitely the defense. We ain't had that in I don't know how long. How long? But yeah, that's what excites me the most. And hopefully they keep it going from here, man. Keep building.
That's two words that Falcon fans need to understand, that, keep building. Because right now, after the whole situation that you saw a couple years ago with Matt being gone and Julio being gone, you're now in a situation where
Pig is in.
The team is really ready to bounce back and make something happen this season. But next year, you still have to keep building. You still have to keep loading up in the draft. You got to keep loading up in free agency. You got to keep getting some of these players in the building that other teams want. And there's a lot of teams that went after Calais Campbell. There's a lot of teams that went after Jesse Bates. There's a lot of teams that went after David Amiata. Eddie Goldman coming back from retirement, like he probably hit Terry like, yeah, so I see the little team you got over there, team looking nice. So let's go ahead and run it back. But shout out to Eddie Goldman coming back. But let's talk about the offensive side of the ball, Dan. How big is this season right here for Ritter, knowing that the team is being built around him? The team is looking good right now, where they can get off the field probably on a lot of third downs with that defense that they have. You saw last year we was able to get 20 points most of the games in the season, so we can move the chains, and that was with Mariota. Now this is a full season with Ritter. How big is this pretty much for Ritter going into this season? And, does he have that chip on his shoulder?
Hey man, like you said in the press conference, he got a TV at the house. He see everything that's going on. So, yeah, this is definitely a chip. But what I see from us versus Cincinnati, where he came from, it's like Cincinnati, they lacked the O line. He was running all over the place. Falcons, we have an O line. He's able to process and focus more, so he can get the ball off like he wants to when he needs to. And the way they just put weapons galore around him, and I'm pretty sure they're not done. And even after the draft, they're not done, because they love some undrafted free agents and progressing those guys. So Ritter, he's happy because they put their trust in him, and he can get the job done.
Yeah,
Dan, I'm glad you're here with us. The pick is in.
I got a question for you, Dan.
Go ahead, Chase.
Who would you pick at 8? Who you got at 8?
Oh, if I don't take them right at 8, I say trade back a couple spots. But just knowing how Ryan Nielsen can use him, I'm going Nolan Smith.
I already knew it.
I'm going Nolan Smith.
Solid pick.
I'm going Nolan Smith all day. But I wouldn't leave cornerback out.
Here we go. Yeah. Dan is with us. The first pick here, 2023 NFL Draft. Our opponents this season. Who are we playing against?
Yep.
Bryce Young.
Still going to take him some time to get used to
Panthers
the field.
Select quarterback Bryce Young from Alabama.
Yeah. Yep.
So now you have Bryce Young, you have Desmond Ritter, you have Baker Mayfield, and you have Derek Carr. Falcons fans, Dan, with the pick being in, I know you got some stuff to take care of, but with the pick being in, does this change anything in the division, knowing that this kid is now selected? He might be Carolina's starter.
He's a starter.
What is your thoughts right now with the pick for Bryce Young? Does that scare you right now, even looking at your team so far this offseason?
Not at all. Every rookie that comes in, no matter what position that it's in, but especially at the quarterback position, because that's a big mental position, it's going to take time to adjust. And usually it takes 1 full year to adjust, whether you're sitting on the bench or whether you outside getting your feet wet day one. He's going to have to adjust. Now, he may be that exception where week 7, week 8, he start hitting the ground running and start throwing out the gym. So, I mean, you just never know, but it doesn't scare me. Happy for the kid, but it's definitely going to put a lot of noise out there, because you know how people like to do. As soon as you're a top pick, a quarterback, you like to give them all the hype. But like I said, they do have to adjust to NFL speed. You cannot go over that hump automatically when you come in.
Dan, I'm glad you're able to take the time out your schedule to come over here and talk with us here on One Time for the Fan. What you got going on? Where can people find you on social media? And we about to go ahead and get back to this draft. I know you got some stuff to get back to too as well. I really appreciate you taking the time out your day to holler at us, man. So where can people find you on social media, brother?
Oh, no problem. Appreciate you all for having me. Social media, Facebook, Dan I Dance Burst, and Instagram is _dance machine. And yes, I'm working on New Orleans. I already talked to the guy, the MC from last year. So I am working
Yes,
on
sir.
DJing New Orleans this
Yes,
coming
sir.
season.
Falcon fans, DJ Dances in the building. Definitely drop your links in the chat too as well, anywhere where they can find you, because I know you're also in the chat from time to time. I know you got some stuff to do tonight, but we're going to be live here for about the next 2 hours or so. So come on back, represent with us, drop the hashtag one timers in the chat, man, and keep doing what you're doing. And I'll see you Tuesday, sir. That's personal. I see you Tuesday, sir. So you be prepared for that now.
I got you.
We 185 or better, man.
You
185
already
or
know.
better, man.
That's
Telling
how we
you.
do it.
I see you, man.
Appreciate you,
Rise
Dan.
up to you, brother.
All right, Chase. All right, Jack. Appreciate y'all as always.
All right, bro.
Rise up. DJ Dance in the building. Falcon fans, hit that like button, hit that share button, hit that subscribe button. Chase, Bryce Young to the Panthers. What's your thoughts?
Kind of all seen it coming. You know, he was a kid that had the Heisman. He had the championship, something CJ Stroud didn't have, you know. As far as intangible, CJ Stroud's definitely, I'd say, eye to eye with Bryce Young. So if Texans don't go CJ Stroud right here, it would shock me. But as far as Bryce Young being in the NFC South, I'm not really too worried about it. You know, like Dan said, he's a rookie. Everybody has the rookie jitters. And then again, he could come out and be that golden arm. So we just got to trust in our defense and what we got going on our end. And tonight's a good night to stack up on that spot. So we'll see what happens.
Definitely is. Earl Watson got a question in the chat. He said, what if Seattle takes Carter? What's the Falcons' choice then? Don't forget the big board is about 10 players right now. And we want to get this is Thomas from the draft floor. So let's see what Thomas has from the draft floor.
Come on.
Thomas.
Yo, I may be able to connect. Hold on. All right, I'm in.
I got to see you. I don't see you. I don't see you on TV either. Are you behind Ian Rappaport?
No, we're right here on we're right behind where the ESPN broadcast is.
Are you holding a glizzy?
Hold on.
If you can join the stream, join the stream. It's on the link. The link is in your text. See if you can jump in here real quick.
No, I know.
He is live right there on the draft floor. So Thomas Scott was supposed to be one of our first guests in the beginning, but I guess with all the noise in the network, remember last year we tried to connect with the Falconator on the draft floor in Vegas, couldn't get to him because of how loud it was. So we're just going to go ahead and get to our next guest, who's a diehard Atlanta Falcon fan. He's been here with us for a while, talking in the chat, hashtag one timers, hashtag the fan club. He was also with us last year on draft night when we did our 12-hour broadcast, but he's a diehard Atlanta Falcon fan. Might as well go ahead and bring him to the chat. No need to keep talking about him. Jabri Harper.
What up?
Talking
What's
Falcons
good,
football
Jabri?
with us. The
What's up,
Archangel
man?
is here. What's up, brother? How's everything going?
Hey, I couldn't be better, man.
Yes,
We're
sir.
going to get to some Falcons football shortly here when it comes to your personal takes. But Earl Watson was asking the question about what if Seattle takes Carter? What's the Falcons' choice? The 10 picks that you have on your big board, I mean, you have Nolan Smith, you have Christian Gonzalez, you have Bijan Robinson. Chase, come on, Chase.
Tyree Wilson, Devin
Witherspoon, Peter
Peter
Skrowski,
Skrowski. You look at the Jigba from Ohio State.
Jackson Smith. It's a couple players that you can get here that is on your big board. Remember what Terry said, if you're up here, you don't want to go down here reaching in that bag when you know you got players on that big board that you can go after and get. Texans' pick is in. We're going to get to you. Texans, here we go.
I knew it.
One time for the fan. We're playing the Texans this year. Bryce Young
Yeah,
selected
Texans
first.
Smoke
Panthers.
screen.
Texans number 2. Here it is, CJ Stroud. So the Falcons will now be playing Bryce Young and CJ Stroud this year. So Falcon fans,
2 rookies.
That's a
you're
surprise.
playing 2 rookies already. This is part of your schedule. May 11th, when that schedule drops, I want you to be ready and circle that Carolina game, circle that Houston game, because you're playing 2 rookie quarterbacks. Will they be starting at that time? I don't know, but we'll find out. Jabri, welcome, sir.
What up, man?
We lit, man.
Yes, sir.
We lit
already.
Man. We got the juice. Everything's looking good. Everything's feeling great. CJ Stroud, let us know a little bit about yourself, Jabri. How much of a diehard Atlanta Falcon fan you are, and just your thoughts on the Falcons so far this season.
Man, I've been a Falcon fan since I was like 11 years old. Man, I was in 1991. Been a diehard fan since then. And as far as how the Falcons been doing so far, man, I'm ecstatic. How good how much they've been adding to the team so far, man. I'm just locked and loaded, man. I'm ready for this season to start.
This is big for Atlanta Falcons fans because we're at the moment now where this offseason has been so exciting. You are ready for Sunday. You're ready for
I'm ready.
And the team now has put fans in a position to where you're 5 picks or so away. You're about to welcome a new member of the Atlanta Falcons. What's going through your mind right now from what the offseason has presented us so far, and then draft night tonight, knowing that Jalen Carter could be a member of the Falcons, Christian Gonzalez could be a member of the Falcons, Bijan Rob. We are moments away from this. So what is just your thoughts going through your mind of some of this terrific talent that can now be added to the Atlanta Falcons?
I mean, I'm excited. I'm just excited, man. I mean, even if we might possibly go with a player that I might not quite agree on, I'm going to cheer for him regardless because I represent the logo first. So, first and foremost, I'm a represent, whoever we pick, I'm going to be cheering. But, I have my choices, what I'm saying, that I want. But, know who I want.
I know it's Jalen Carter too as well. It's not the punter. I know you was joking about that too in the chat. People was going ham. It was like, who the hell are you talking about? What the? Nah. But it's big to know that Falcon fans are diehard about their picks and diehard about the players that they want to see here representing the city. And I must say, Jalen Carter is a terrific talent.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I was just making sure they was showing. I thought they were showing Jalen Carter highlights for a minute there when I saw Arizona. I was about to say, don't do this. But yeah, Falcon fans, this is big. And we have another special guest here joining us tonight. I'm guessing the tarp was put over the trailer hitch, riding down 985.
Finally out the garden, huh? Buddy?
Man, I ain't no special guest. I am the guest. I'm the guy. I'm him.
What's good, buddy?
Bodie 3000 in the
What
building.
up, dude?
Welcome, sir. Jabri Harper is here with us. We just got finished talking to DJ Dan. Thomas Scott was supposed to join us earlier from the draft floor. Hopefully, we can still get him on shortly. I know Lisa Shepard, one of our guests too, as well tonight, is at the draft on the floor, and we're trying so hard to get that communication, man. That network is tough. You know what I'm saying? Because like they shut down everything when you're on the draft floor, man. You can't even hear shit. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
it's kind of difficult, man. But hopefully we can get Thomas on.
Your cricket wireless would not work out there.
Shit,
it won't.
Hopefully we can get Thomas Scott and Lisa Shepard on. But Jabri's here with us for a few minutes.
What's going on, Jabri? How you doing, brother?
What up, boss? What's good, man?
I can't call it, man. I might spoil it. Give me some grease, I'll slide you a piece. You know what I'm saying?
Bodie 3000, Jabri, Chase here tonight, talking Falcons football with us. Draft party. Still got some more special guests on the way. Is there a trade now?
Cardinals will do it. I'm telling you, I've said it all day. Cardinals.
Ian Rappaport is saying something where he's like talking really heavy, like
let's get a trade.
Something's going on here on the board because it's a minute 55 and the Cardinals pick is not in. There has to be a trade.
Let's see what they do. If they don't trade, it's gonna be Will Anderson. It's gonna be Will Anderson.
Texans traded up.
The Texans traded up.
The Texans traded up to the 3rd overall.
They were at like 10.
Hold on.
They just traded. They just.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about? The Texans just traded up. Don't start no shit in here.
They had 2 first-round picks. Yeah, they had 2 first-round picks.
The Texans traded up from 12 to 3.
Yes.
What? Yes.
They picking back to back.
You bullshit.
No way.
They're going with Anderson. They're going with Anderson.
This is not a joke. This is not a drill.
Oh yeah, they're
Falcon
getting
fans.
What
We are
the
lit.
fuck? Excuse
Falcon
my
fans,
French,
we are
man.
lit.
What the fuck? What?
They call
They're going with
This
Anderson.
is not a
Call Me
drill.
Knock Show super promising.
They
Seeing
call
how
me-
this has panned
They
out. We
call
are
me
legit
Ian
winning over
Rapoport.
fans.
I'm
Carter
breaking news.
could
I'm
slide.
breaking news. I'm breaking news.
What?
This could be Jalen Carter.
Bruh, you tripping. You kidding. You
That's
can't
Will
be
Anderson right
serious,
there.
man.
That's Will
Just-
Anderson.
What the
gotta be
hell,
Will
dude?
Anderson.
It's
Isn't
probably
that Will Anderson?
My
The
TV
What
time.
the hell, man?
They are not playing with you. They
The
are not
Texans.
playing.
crazy.
This is something I'm talking
That's
about.
crazy.
I ain't never
love doing
seen nothing like
live
this
draft.
ever
Who would
in the
have thought the
draft.
Texans are getting
Ever.
ready to trade up again?
They're
What
picking
the
back to
fuck?
back 2 and 3. I've never seen this, and
I never seen this ever in the
I don't think
draft, man. What
Falcon
the
fans,
hell?
look at this. This is what rebuilding is about in other cities. This is what rebuilding is about in other organizations.
That's
right?
crazy.
They
That's
are
wild.
trading up to get the 3rd pick now after selecting CJ Stroud number 2.
Wow.
This is one of your opponents this
Hey.
year, Falcons fans. So I want
Shout
you to
out to
take a look
Houston.
at what they're getting ready to do because it could
Where
have
did they
an impact
come
on when we
from?
play
Where
them.
did they trade from?
From 12.
We're about to find
they
out.
said at 12.
Chase
was at
Jabri,
12.
before the pick is in, who is the pick?
It's Will
Will
Anderson.
Anderson.
It's Will Anderson or either it's
Or
Jalen Carter.
Tyrese. Well, Ty
Or
Wilson.
Tyree Wilson. Could be
Yeah.
Tyree.
It's Will Anderson. It's Will
It's
Anderson.
def Will Anderson.
Falcon fans, hit that like button, hit that
Yeah, it's
share button,
probably
hit that
gonna be
subscribe
Will
button. Let's
Anderson.
run the subscribers up. Let's try to get to at least 400.
Wow.
We're
That's
almost there, y'all.
crazy.
Hit that
That's
subscribe
crazy.
button. First time here in the chat, tag your Falcons friend. Tag
That's
your
good.
Falcons family.
Everybody's shot. Look at the audience, man.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Falcon fans, this
Wow.
is a big moment here because you're a couple picks away from your pick and teams are being aggressive at 8:33.
What the fuck, bro? What the hell? Y'all just
I
gonna have
told
to
you.
freak me
I
out.
told y'all this shit was gonna get
I've been
unpredictable.
saying it all day, bro. I've said it all day. The Cardinals were trading out.
Yeah, I knew that, but not this
The
trade
Texans,
though.
though.
I knew they might
Yeah,
trade,
that's
but
crazy.
not this. What?
Not the
Falcon
Texans.
fans, who is the pick?
Will
Bell's
Anderson.
walking up to the podium here. Bodie, if you get it ahead, should I just wait for the TV or should we? How you want to do it?
It's fine. He's at the podium now with me.
Goodell's at the podium. Let's see what it is, guys.
It's fine. It'll be a couple seconds. You can go ahead and say it.
Yep.
Hit that like button, hit that share button, hit that subscribe button.
Wow.
Falcons fans.
Wow.
They just
Roger
stacked,
Goodell
bro.
is going to announce the pick.
Wow. Wow.
I wonder what they gave up.
They had
Wow.
Texans
tremendous.
have selected
From 12 to 3.
Will
Wow.
Anderson from Alabama.
That's a
So
good
now
That's
you have
crazy.
CJ Stroud and you have Will Anderson. The Texans being very aggressive early in the draft, trading up from 12 to 3 after they just
That's
picked at 2.
crazy.
Nobody would have thought that. Yes, Bodie said it would be unpredictable tonight. It's going to be crazy. And we know that when it comes to the draft, but nobody would have. Let me tell you something. Next year,
Somebody said now the Texans take Will Levis.
next year, when we go to the draft, and we remember this, guys, when we go to the
Bruh.
draft, remember this shit. Jabri was here. The Texans traded up from 12 to 3 after they just picked that 2. Nobody called it. Nobody talked about it. I will say here on One Time for the Fan, we never said it. We were talking about the Titans and all that, not the team that picked that 2, trading up to get back to 3.
It's impossible to think of anything like that, and you would never even think that would be possible. Because
Can we get some trade details? Whoever can get it to us.
I'm scouring the internet.
Yeah, I need the trade details in this, please.
This is big
That's crazy.
because now the Texans have selected a quarterback and your first defensive
Wow.
player off the board. So now you're looking at 4 with the Colts.
Unbelievable.
Jabri, you're here with us. Chase, 4 with the Colts. They're not trading. They're making a pick here. Is it Levis?
It's
Is it
Levis or
Anthony?
Anthony Richardson.
Who are the Cardinals getting? That's what I want to see. What are they getting out of
The
it?
Cardinals
They
go
must
back
have
to
got a
12.
bag.
I'm guessing if Hopkins is out the door, you're going
Probably
Jackson
Hopkins.
Smith. You got to get a wide receiver in the building. How does it weigh into us? Because we played the Cardinals this year. We played the Texans. We played the Panthers. So this is big that the Falcon fans are watching this draft because these are some rookies that have some terrific talent, and you have to watch.
We're playing all three of the rookies that's been selected so far.
Houston, like, watch us cook a little bit too. We see you, Atlanta.
Watch this though,
We
Falcons
see y'all.
fans. The 3 players selected so far outside of Will Anderson, I think on Bodie's draft board, wasn't really on our draft board. We knew Will was going top 5. I kind of figured he was going top 5. He was not going to slip back to the bottom.
Houston should be lit right now, man. They should be lit, straight up lit.
Man, you can't be mad at it. Houston, that's tough.
That is tough, bro.
Drake Shoe statements in the chat. He said, "Why do I feel like the Seahawks may trade down?"
That's fine. I'll take Jalen.
I sure will too. Damn, sure will.
I ain't seen nobody trading up for Jalen. It have to be a quarterback.
Shout out to Kerry, who'll be joining us here shortly too as well. Kerry, I'll be sending you
Falcons
shortly.
You talking the Falcons, buddy?
I said no. I'm saying I can't see anybody trading up for Jalen.
Oh yeah.
I think they'll trade up for a quarterback.
I think right now the way the draft is looking right now, if you want Jalen in that top 10, is this guy crying? Is he crying?
Yeah.
Yep. Oh yeah. Grown man.
Okay, I got the trade details. I got the details. Attention.
Let's go, Bodie.
I got the details. Cardinals get 12, 33, a first next year, and a third next year.
Wow.
Shit. Finessing.
Oh, yeah, that's nice. I'm not mad at that.
That shit from nothing. They finessed that at. Boy,
I'm not mad at that.
Hey.
Yeah, Cardinals won that trade.
They got 2 transcendent talents.
Say it again for Falcons fans. What did the Cardinals give up? I mean, what did the Texans give up?
The Texans gave up
2 firsts.
the 12th. The 12th in this draft. No, 33. That's the second round. Probably the first pick in the second round. Something like that.
It's very early.
Second pick. First in 2024, and a third in 2024.
And there's some Falcon fans that's saying trade up, trade up, trade up. You see how much you giving up for down the line prospect?
That's crazy.
That was
I'm not giving up a first. Let me say something. The way Terry's operating with this scouting department, I ain't giving up a first round for shit going down the line.
I ain't trading up. I'm sorry. It's nothing.
No,
it's got to fall to me.
I bet you Richardson going here.
I'm sorry. I'm
Richardson
tired.
or Will Levis.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's going to be one of the quarterbacks.
It's probably going to be Richardson, though, I think.
Let's go around the table here. Chase, and shout out to everybody in the chat. Hit that like button, hit that share button, hit that subscribe button. First time here, wherever you're checking in from. If you're listening later on Apple Podcasts or Spotify, if you're watching in from YouTube, Twitter, wherever, Facebook groups, Rise Up Family, Falcons Nation, Falcons Unleashed. There's so many groups out there where One Time for the Fan has been posted. But Jabri Harper, special guest here tonight, is joining us. We just had DJ Dance earlier, 43,000 this year, Chase 1,000 this year. Let's get the subscribers up, let's get the likes up, let's get the shares up. Shout out to all the other content creators out there.
I feel honored, man, to be here with y'all fellas, man. I love watching. I love y'all's show. I enjoy your show. I remember the first day we did the draft together. Had a blast. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
Great content. Keep on doing what y'all doing, man.
Take a picture of that draft board, Falcons fans, and get a glimpse of that for next season, for next year. That is how a big board looks. I'm sure some of those names are, they don't want to zoom in, but I'm telling you right now, that
somebody on Reddit gonna zoom in and find them names.
Yeah,
that's a true big board, and that's when Terry was talking about when you're looking over here in this group, in this category, this position. Is this guy worth going up to get? Are you reaching to go down to get this guy? The group of players in this bag versus the group of players down here in this bag.
The pick is in.
Talked about it. The pick is in. Colts. Is it Levis? Is it Richardson?
It's one of them.
We play the Colts this year. You are playing CJ Stroud. You are playing Bryce Young. You are playing Will Anderson. And you're getting ready to play this player that's getting ready to be selected by the Colts. Let's see who it is.
Anthony.
All 3 dubs. That's 3 dubs. That's big dubs and Bodie's language.
Anthony Richardson goes off the board at 4 to the Colts. Falcons fans, you will now be playing Bryce Young in the division twice a year. If he is going to be the starter, you will now be playing CJ Stroud this season. You will be playing Will Anderson this season, and you will be playing Anthony Richardson this season. Desmond Ridder.
That's crazy.
Playing all 4 picks.
Desmond Ridder. The world is on your shoulders. Desmond Ridder. This is what you're going against, Falcons fans. He's probably going to be the starting quarterback for the Colts. It's Ritter versus Richardson. Stroud is probably going to be the starter for the Texans. It's Ritter versus Stroud.
That's 4 dubs right there. That's 4 wins right there.
Big dubs.
Big dubs, baby.
Dubs, man.
Big dubs. Big dub Monday. Get ready for Victory Mondays.
Yes, sir.
Falcon fans, hit that like button, hit that share button, hit the subscribe button, man. Look, he's crying. Been up here.
Yeah, he up there.
About to throw like 30 picks.
Shit.
3 to the Falcons. Shout out AJ Terrell. Shout out Jesse Bates.
Now, out of all these quarterbacks, it might be maybe 1 or 2 that actually make it.
Yeah,
that
is this where
actually do
Jalen comes off the
something
board?
That's real.
Is this where Jalen comes off the board?
Falcon fans, Chase has
Please,
asked the question. No. The Seattle Seahawks
take
are now on the
take
clock.
a quarterback.
Take Tyree.
Take Will Levis.
Take Will Levis.
Take
Let him
Tyree.
slide.
Take
There
Will
has
Levis,
been a lot of talk. I would love for the Titans to trade up right now and say, "Gotcha." We need a quarterback
If Seattle
too.
takes Tyree, or if Seattle takes Jalen, Detroit takes Tyree.
I don't know. Detroit might take a cornerback. Don't be surprised if they take Gunzo or take Witherspoon. Don't be shocked.
Yep.
Because they need a cornerback too. Remember, they just lost Akuta, so don't be shocked.
Falcon fans, hit that like button, hit that share button. Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts.
I'm hoping so. Hey, let's hope for the best, man.
Jabri, are you staying with us for the pick? Because I have another special guest joining us, or how you good, or you got a couple minutes, Jabri? You good?
Yeah, man. I'm good, bro. You know I'm here. Sure, I'll be here all damn night.
Hey, we're not doing. Ain't no day 2, day 3 shows. Ain't no day 2, day 3. So we good tonight. We good tonight. But this is episode 99, Falcons fans. This is episode 99 of the podcast. On Monday, we have our 100th show, and we have the legendary, the GOAT, Myles Garrett from Fox 5 Atlanta, executive producer, will be joining us with us. You know, he covers the Falcons big. You've seen him on Fox 5, and you get a chance to see him right here on the channel, talking live with us, doing our Falcons draft review of some of the players pretty much all the players that's selected over the weekend. But shout out to Myles the GOAT Garrett, who will be joining us Monday. Bodie 3000. A lot's going on so far in the draft. The Texans kind of shocked everybody with the trade up. Now I think it's mellowed out now because we knew the Colts was going to take a quarterback.
It's going to be another surprise in the top 10. I feel it, man. I don't know. I feel it, bro.
Bodie, it's Seattle, Bodie. Is this the moment Carter comes off the board? Do you expect anything Seattle to do that
it's probably going to be Carter.
Not
I hate
Carter.
It, man.
Is it Tyree Wilson? Do you see them selecting a quarterback? Do you see them selecting anything? It looks like there's going to be no trade. Look, because Seattle wants to make the pick. So Falcon fans, this is where your heart can drop. For many of
maybe it's Hayden Hooker.
You took the words out of my mouth.
Do it again, Jabri. Do it again. Say it again the way you said it too. Say it again, Jabri. Say it again.
Hayden Hooker. Stay tuned.
Look, it's gonna be the 5th pick gonna be Will Levis, the 6th pick gonna be Hayden Hooker, the 7th pick gonna be Max Duggan.
Hey, Max Duggan creeping up.
Shut up. Nah. It's looking crazy. It might be Carter, but you know they need a lot. I mean,
they do.
They do need a lot.
You might see me shed a tear if they pick Carter. You might see a little tear rolling down.
A little tear. You gonna be right here. I'm be booing. About to see.
Got another special guest gonna be joining us shortly.
2 minutes.
Diehard Falcons fan Carrie's in the building. Should be here shortly. Let's see who Seattle got, Falcons fans. Run them lights up. Run the questions, the comments. Somebody is he sitting on somebody's shoulders? Get this guy off somebody's shoulders, man. He's like 500 pounds.
I tell you, this is why I'm late right here.
Sheesh.
Not American Deli.
You know, not you was supposed to be in the kitchen, so they took too long to make my goddamn wings. Nah, for real though. They left me. I was sitting in there for 30 minutes and they ain't even started on my order. So that's why I was late.
My boy said he sees Van going to the Seahawks. Let Van Ness be the pick right now. I'm just gonna flip this podcast over, guys. See you on Monday.
Please.
I'll flip it over with Joey.
Do that.
What are you talking about? Thank you.
Falcon fans, this is big now because once again, we've talked about this all off season, and it's 8:46 now. You have a couple more picks before the Falcons. I'm sure the pick is going to be in before the commercial comes back, before they come back from commercial break. But understand this, Falcons fans. Whoever is selected tonight, Jabri, Chase, Bodie, you guys can't be upset. Nobody can be upset here. Falcons
I love my team. At the end of the day, I love my team, man. No matter what you hear me saying in the comments and all of that, y'all know I love this team. Logo first over everything. Don't matter who the pick is.
Chase, you seen what we've done in the offseason. Are you going to be upset with any pick made tonight?
Not at all. I can't stress it enough, man. We talked about it a lot. Any spot that we draft is going to help this team. And Terry said it himself. Terry said it the best. He said he's ready to go make this team better. So that's what I expect tonight. So whoever it is going to probably be a day one impact, and that's who we're going to see on the field.
Falcon fans.
Bodie going
fucking them wings up.
Bodie going to town over there.
For those that's listening and is not watching, if you're listening on Anchor, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, there's this guy named Bodie 3000.
Keep it real.
We invite him to the show from time to time. Today he brought 20-piece draft parties for real. Is it all flat? Hold on. Is it lemon pepper?
It's lemon pepper.
Lemon pepper TV.
Lemon pepper sprinkles.
Hold on, I just got a call from downstairs. There's a pink Maserati pulling up in the front. Hold on, there's a couple pink Maseratis. Up, and there's a baby blue one in the back. Oh, that's Carrie. Carrie's here.
Pick is in.
Pick is in, Falcons fans. Let's go ahead and get to our special guest, who's going to be joining us here tonight for the next couple picks. Miss Carrie is in the building. Miss Carrie, baby, is in the building.
What's up, you guys?
What's up, Carrie? How's everything going?
Hey.
What's going
on?
This is great to have Jabri here. Of course, Chase is always here too as well. Bodie 3000, and now Miss Carrie here.
Call me Lemon Pepper Stepper tonight.
You Lemon Pepper Stepping tonight? Okay.
Yep.
Is that how we're gonna do it? Okay.
I have a feeling I might be crying in a few minutes.
Bodie, you gonna finish that 50-piece on stream, or how you want to do this?
You motherfucking right. I'm finishing.
Are the fries getting soggy? Like, are they the steak fries, or are they the? How does it work?
Come on, Will Levis. Come on.
Fries got some nice dirt to them. They pretty thick.
Die-hard Atlanta Falcons fans, we got Miss Carrie in the building. Carrie, how's everything going for you?
It's going great. I'm so excited. I'm happy to be here. Thank you for having me.
That's what's up. Glad you can take the time out your day to come talk some Falcons football with us. This is a big night for all Falcons fans around the world, and for you to get a chance to take a couple minutes out your day to join the podcast and talk some football with us is also pretty great.
Oh,
Jabri,
don't say it.
You got reaction.
You was ahead last year, Jabri.
If let me tell you something, if Carter's dropping back after this pick, I'm telling you right now, it's over.
woo!
It's not Carter.
The Seattle Seahawks select Devin Witherspoon.
That's crazy.
Woo! What I tell you, I told you it's gonna be another surprise.
Wow.
Hold the phone.
Yes.
Go to the next pick.
Come on, slide.
Hold the phone. What?
For real.
Where the hell this come from?
Yes, sir.
I told you Devin
Yes,
Witherspoon was
sir.
the best corner in
Carrie,
this draft by some. I told
Chase,
you that.
Talk to me. Carrie, Christian Gonzalez was supposed to be going off the board first.
Yes,
Devin
sir.
Witherspoon is
Don't be
selected by the Seahawks. Nobody expected this right here.
Don't be
Sauce
surprised
going
if the Detroit Lions take another corner too. Don't be shocked.
It could be
Carrie,
Christian right here.
your thoughts now that Carter is slipping back, Gonzalez probably slipping back. What you got going through your mind right now, Carrie?
In my mind, if Jalen Carter's there, obviously he's the pick for us. But
Yes.
that's kind of exciting
Preach.
because I really thought Seattle was going to get him. Honestly, I'm kind of shocked by that.
Everybody
Um,
did.
Their play style.
Everybody
shocking.
did.
But so far, everything's been really exciting and shocking. So I really didn't see that happening with the Texans.
I
So
told you I was gonna be. I told you I had a feeling it was gonna be another shock. I told you something in my gut. I don't know what it was.
Carrie,
We just gotta
as
see
we
what
sit
Detroit
here and
does.
wait for the Lions pick to come up, just give us a little bit about how much of a diehard Falcon fan you are, and just how excited you are from the off season to tonight for some Falcons football.
Yeah, I'm a huge Falcons fan, honestly. I've been a Falcons fan like forever. My dad is actually a Panthers fan. But my brother, yeah, boo. No, you can boo.
Tough.
But my brother and I are both Falcons fans, so I always had his support, you know. His shoulder to cry on after the Super Bowl, but yeah. So, but I've been a Falcons fan like forever, honestly. And I'm pretty diehard. I live in Florida, so there's lots of Bucs fans around me, and Dolphins fans, and now Jags fans. There really wasn't Jags fans, but now there's Jags fans.
Wherever they're creeping up from. There's one in the chat right now. He's lurking right now, so he's probably like, "Oh my God, Jags! You said Jags on the screen!
Yeah.
Wow!"
Shout out Jags.
So what made you veer from not being a Panthers fan? You just wanted to, you know,
the franchise. What do you mean?
I mean,
the colors, Bodie.
Besides the obvious stuff.
Well, I can't say the colors because you're a Manchester City fan, and Carolina got that blue too as well in there. You know, we back to blue.
I know.
So well, shout out to the Manchester City. Oh, here it comes. Here it goes.
You know how to pick this up because I love red.
What you got there?
Uh-oh.
Could be a stream situation.
Okay, sorry.
There it is. You're good.
No, I just quickly had to show you because I love red and black so much, and the city colors are blue. I had to pick up like this third kit that they normally wouldn't have, and it's red and black. Like I had to pick this up. Soccer jersey.
That is clean. Oh yeah, she's talking about soccer here, guys. Chase, that's soccer. Agree. Soccer. Bodie's like,
you lost me.
I love soccer. Yeah.
I know it's soccer.
Bodie's over there Googling like hell. EIT. He's over there Googling like hell.
Googling.
He's just into the wings right now.
He's been to it. Bodie, been to an Atlanta United game, right?
Yes.
Yeah. I'm sure we're all diehard fans of the city. Chase, have you been to an Atlanta United game yet?
I haven't.
But you just support because it's Atlanta.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah. Jabri, you been to a United game?
I'm not even gonna lie to you. No, I haven't.
You guys need to get out there and go to a United game. But of course, if the city's winning and they go to the championship, you guys are gonna be there supporting it. I mean, we won in 2018. It's good for the city, right?
Oh yeah, definitely. Bring more money to the city.
Now the Premier League is just more on a bigger scale. So when of course you're going over there and playing with some top players, some top clubs too as well. It's kind of like, MLS is a little baby brother, kind of in a way. You know what I'm saying? So MLS kind of looks at Premier League like, oh, you guys are the greats, you guys are the GOATs. So when you get Manchester City involved, they're one of the best teams that's out there right now. And in the past few years too as well. So shout out to Manchester City. We can talk soccer all day too as well, Carrie, if you want to.
Yeah, I know.
These guys will probably fall asleep.
You told me not to do it, so I'm holding back.
Yeah, they'll fall asleep.
You may lose me up in that.
Yeah, it's big, man. It's big. But shout out to all the soccer fans.
Shout out soccer.
Hey, shout out to all the soccer fans.
Shout out to. I'm just saying I won't know. I won't know anything about it.
Football or football doesn't matter. Shout out to everybody. What we got here? Des Dollar says Cardinals traded for the 6th pick.
No, they didn't. They did.
Wow.
They did.
There's dollars. Don't you bring no breaking news in here. Your ass is supposed to be on the stream here tonight.
They did.
That's crazy.
That's probably Jalen Carter.
That's crazy.
And they need everything.
Oh man,
that sucks. I mean, it ain't a quarterback. I just said on this stream, ain't nobody trading up for Jalen Carter. Look at this.
Stevie Craig is in Arizona. He's dropping. He's sending shots. Oh, there it is.
Wow.
Damn. I'm like, what? I'm like, what car? Like, what car are you talking about?
This is crazy.
As I said, make sure not to get that car.
Oh, snap.
They probably gonna get Jalen. Probably.
Let's just wait for the pick to come in here before we make an announcement. Falcons fans, we have
Tyree. I've seen Tyree go to the Cardinals.
Yeah, Tyree too. It could be Tyree.
They had Tyree listed as the top edge. So
we have Miss Carey in here. We have Chase with us. We have Bodie 3000.
Come on, get a pass catcher.
You see it on the screen that the Cardinals have traded the Lions. They have traded to get up to the 6th pick now. I hope it's not Jalen Carter.
I hope not either, but we're gonna see.
They know what they want. Go ahead.
You
Anybody
know
got
what's
trade
funny
details?
here?
Not
There's
yet.
a lot of talk
It
about
just came
Tyree
through.
Wilson in his injury report with his foot. So
They're a red and black team too. So
Yeah, they red and black ugly. They bird ugly.
Yeah, I
too.
was
They
about
look-
to say.
it sure is. I agree.
Did you see those new uniforms or?
Oh,
they're
exactly.
God.
They're ugly as
Oh,
hell.
ugly.
Oh
here's
my
the thing you got to
God.
watch for
Ugly.
too. I've been out there to Arizona Stadium, and our jerseys and
Oh,
their
God.
jerseys, when they have the bird
Okay.
and we have the bird, and they're saying "Rise up the Red Sea," and then we're yelling "Rise up," because they say "Rise up the Red Sea" over there.
Yep.
Like their
Okay.
banners say "Rise up the Red Sea," like when they're waving
Rise
it
up
around.
the
So it's
Red
like "Rise
Sea."
up" yelling against "Rise up the Red Sea." It's like, what the hell is going on out here?
Mhm.
And then the
Exactly.
jerseys. Some fans are wearing the Falcons red. Some fans are wearing the Falcons black, and they have the colors that's similar to ours. They just have the cardinal on theirs versus the
Pick us
Falcons.
in.
It just looks weird as hell when
That
you're in the
Cardinal
stadium.
look like it's crying.
It just looks weird.
I'm about to cry in a minute.
Yeah.
Let's hope it's
Yeah,
not
yeah.
Jalen Carter.
Don't remind me, Bodie.
Mm.
Bodie, if it's Jalen, do you take Tyree at 8?
Mm. 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 Wait a minute.
Carrie,
What you
we're getting
got,
ready to go
Debris?
to you here in a second, Carrie.
What
You got
the
Debris.
hell?
What? Just
Cardinals-
tell us.
What they got? What we got?
Is selecting
Paris Johnson.
What?
No way.
Dope.
Jalen is
Paris
going to flip
Johnson.
to 8.
34.
Yes.
68.
Jalen
Paris
might
Johnson.
slip to us, bruh. Jalen, Ty. Oh, snap, bro.
Both of
That was
them-
Las
Both of
Vegas'
them are going to
pick.
be there.
That was supposed to be Las Vegas'
Wow.
This is really happening.
Wow, bruh.
What did I
We
tell
better
you?
pick
Jalen
one of them.
Carter at
We
eight.
better
Go
pick one of
crazy.
them.
pick. Jalen Carter at 8 or Tyree.
I'm on the Jalen train. Y'all
It's
can't
gotta
get me
be
around
Jalen.
Tyree
Yeah, it got to
Wilson.
be
I don't-
Jalen. Please.
I
It's
just
got to be Jalen.
from
Please,
watching
baby.
recent streams, I know Chase is so happy. If
And the
if
Falcons
Jalen's there.
talk.
He's gonna
The
be so
Falcons
happy.
talked to Jalen too. Remember, they had a visit with him.
Yeah.
So
A
please,
late
I'm
visit.
sorry.
Very late
I'm
visit.
on the
Please.
Jalen. I'm on the Jalen train right now.
Let's hope.
And
wow,
if they both
all
are
these
there,
What
teams
is Las
passed
Vegas?
up
What does Las Vegas need?
on two good defensive. Wow, that's
Hey, y'all
mind blowing.
Don't-
just think about it though. No, I'm
Sorry.
sorry. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, doesn't Vegas need a corner or no?
Vegas needs a little bit of
Yep,
everything.
they
You got
need a
Jimmy
corner.
G at quarterback.
They
Gunzo.
need to move
Guns
the
up.
team.
Oh
Christian
man, that's
Gonzalez.
my
Team out of
guy.
Vegas. Yeah, they suck.
It's
They need
okay.
everything.
Look, you'll be okay when we get
I'll be
Jalen
okay.
Carter.
I
You'll
will
be
be
just
okay.
you'll be just great when we get Jalen
Hey,
Carter. Trust.
I
me.
will. I will be okay.
Traded back up for that hot mid from Des Dollars. Not hot mid.
What if we pass on Jalen?
I'm
No.
probably
So
gonna turn
if you
over some
pass on
furniture.
Jalen, you're gonna go over
That
what
TV right
happened.
there, I'm about to knock it over.
If you pass on Jalen,
I don't
agree
think
or
Terry
disagree.
would.
For real.
I'm gonna get Chase
For real.
a little later. This is a little bit better. Hold on.
Nah, we want to see them dollar store pillows.
What?
What were you about to say, Carrie?
I said I can't.
Everybody started to see that IKEA shit. Can't watch them pillows. Over with. Over with.
Gary, you there? You good?
I'm sorry. I'm a little ignorant. I'm hungry.
Wow.
I can't.
That's crazy. Nobody could have picked none of these choices.
Bro,
I just knew it in my gut. It was gonna be a couple of
If you-
shockers up in the top 10.
every
man.
year.
If
Every
Jalen
year.
gets to 8 and you pass on Jalen, it's probably going over the decision of what happened. His character issue.
Come
It's going to be
to
the
the
only reason
Falcons,
why you do
Jalen
that.
Carter.
Arthur
Mhm.
Blank does not play when it comes to character issues. Now, if you select Jalen Carter, you know you have a team of leaders who can help this young man go the right path.
Yes.
In the NFL.
Campbell.
Kerry, we are a pick away from the Atlanta Falcons. The Raiders are on the clock. Jalen Carter's on the board. Christian Gonzalez is on the board. Bijan Robinson is on the
Wow.
board. The draft
But
is
this
not
is
shaking out like
wild.
how people thought it would be. But just what are your thoughts right now, being pretty much less than 15 minutes away from welcoming the new member of the Atlanta Falcons? Like, what is going through your mind right now?
My mind right now is I'm so happy all the quarterbacks were taken. I'm so happy that it's shaking out like this for us at 8. I'm gonna be happy regardless at this point because I like Gonzalez.
Yep.
Obviously, I
Vegas
love
gonna
Carter,
get
but
Gunzo.
I really thought Seattle was going to take Carter, so I just wrote it off in my mind like it's just not happening. It's one of those things like, yeah, I'd love a Lamborghini, but I'm probably not getting a Lamborghini. So I'm selling for my Hellcat, you know? So yeah, so if we could get Jalen Carter, obviously that'd be amazing. So I don't know.
This city
what
gonna
Terry's gonna
erupt.
do.
If we get Carter, the city gonna go bananas.
Jalen Carter into the A.
Can't nobody
Chase,
be mad at getting Jalen Carter.
You're a
Can't
pick away,
nobody.
Chase.
Definitely not you,
True.
Bodie. You
You're
should
a
be.
pick
You
away,
should be
Chase.
in your drawers, running
Carter.
outside butt naked.
Oh man,
Carter's on the board. You're a pick away, Chase.
Oh,
Are the
man.
Raiders selecting Carter? Where are they going? Look at their big board.
Gonzalez.
Zoom in, Chase. Don't you have like a magnifying glass in your
I was-
toolkit?
The Raiders could go any situation. This could be Will Levis right here. Somebody to sit
Yep,
behind
Will
Jimmy
Levis
Garoppolo
or
for a year,
Gunzo.
or Christian Gonzalez, cornerback.
Yep.
Really, and they could go Jalen Carter. They need a lot of missing pieces, but
Is that Christian? That's Christian.
I think it's gonna be Will Levis or Christian Gonzalez. One of the two.
Speak it into existence.
Keep it going, Jabri. Bodie
Yep.
3000. You're a pick
What's
away.
gonna
You're about
really
less than
blow?
10 minutes away from the Falcons. Look, he's in the crowd with the Cardinal fan base. You're a pick away from the Falcons making their selection, Bodie. Nobody's expected some of these moves that's happened. We're going to go to the chat here shortly. What are your thoughts, Bodie? We could get the guy who was pretty much circled number one on our big board from day one.
That'd be crazy.
that's the thing. Our big board. We don't know
Yes.
what the Falcons are thinking.
Yeah.
I'm not going to sit here and assume that they go.
What if you
they
pass
pick them.
Jalen at 8?
It looked like
That's what I'm
Will Levis
saying.
is happy. Shoot, we might have 3 picks. 3 good picks fall to us, man.
Christian Gonzalez was just tying the buttons on his suit. Looked like getting ready to stand up.
We got the pick of the litter. It's looking like we already got the pick of the litter.
Look like Will Levis.
The pick is
I
in,
don't
Falcons
know.
fans. This
The
pick
pick
doesn't
is
mean
in.
much to us unless you play these guys either in
No.
preseason.
This
or you
pick
play
means a
them in
lot
the
to us
Super
right
Bowl.
now.
If they make
Yes,
it
it
we'll be
does.
there.
Right
But
now.
you'll be playing the Raiders next year. So whoever this pick is, you'll be playing this young man next year. Whoever it is. Hopefully it's Will Levis. Why would the Raiders go Jalen Carter, Jabri?
Because they need a cornerback real bad or a quarterback. Because they ain't got no good quarterback. He ain't a good quarterback. they ain't good with him. Trust
Do
me.
you
They
see the
not.
Raiders probably selecting Jalen Carter here?
No, they're not doing it.
Mm-mm.
Speaking into existence.
We are. I'm all about that.
Jalen Carter gonna come to us, baby. Got to. Yeah, we can't pick. We better not pass him either. I'm gonna be pissed.
We are lit.
38.
What if
We
it's
are
Peter
lit.
Stronsky?
Huh?
What if it's Peter Stronsky?
Sharonsky sounds like a
that?
Raiders player.
Yeah.
It sounds like that when you think of Peter Sharonsky, it sounds like somebody who used to play for the Raiders. It just sounds like this is
I
what it
think
sounds
two
like.
moves.
Well,
that
all
is-
the mocks have been Paris Johnson Jr. to the Raiders. So
I
they've
think if you're
obviously had
looking
to
at
do a lot of
tonight's
drafts.
draft,
Come on, let's see who
the
they
trade from Houston, that was big. Devin Witherspoon going at 5, that is big. Paris Johnson being selected over Skronsky, that is big too as well.
got. That's crazy.
Because we know
We
they're
brought him
top
up.
10 picks,
We
but
brought
we
him
didn't
up,
we
but-
didn't expect that to happen.
We know who the Raiders are not choosing. Bijan
So?
Robinson.
Yeah.
Well, don't they have the running back Jacobs on a franchise tag?
Funny.
They do.
That could be the pick.
I doubt it.
I think it's QB.
You're gonna have fans in a couple
I have
minutes
no
getting upset from different
Bodie.
angles.
What do you got? What do you think?
Bijan or Jalen Carter. Come on.
Right now, Jalen Carter.
Right
Thank
now,
you.
Jalen Carter.
Thank you.
What
You a
about
dog
Tyree?
first. You a
I'm dog.
dog first.
I think the pick is Tyree Wilson or Will Levis right here. I think it's Tyree Wilson or Will
I was
Levis.
gonna say, isn't he still on the board? We haven't really mentioned it.
He's still on the board, yeah. Yeah. And he was
Let's see
projected
who they
5, but
go
he's
with.
7, so it's all
There
right.
you go.
You gonna see my face expression.
Are you at
Okay.
the draft in the
Okay.
hotel? Like,
Okay.
like, are
Okay.
you in the back room? Like,
Okay.
You said okay.
2 minutes in
Tyree,
the
okay.
What you
I
got,
ain't
Jimmy?
gonna lie.
Okay.
That
They
does
picked
not
Tyree
make
Talk,
Wilson.
Jimmy.
Tyree
Talk,
Okay.
Jimmy.
Speaking.
I was
Tyree
gonna-
Wilson.
Tyree
That
Wilson.
does nothing for
I'm
me.
not
I don't
mad
know
at
if that's
that.
good,
Because
that's
guess what?
bad.
Jalen
Jalen
Carter,
Carter,
fan.
baby.
Pick of
You go
the
Jalen
litter.
Carter.
He
Falcon
is
fan.
here.
Ooh, that's great.
Ooh,
I don't wanna
well,
get
we
too
should be
excited.
ecstatic right now.
Falcon fan.
You know what? We I don't want to get too excited right now.
Moment is here.
Nah, because they get past.
We better pick Jalen Carter. We better,
Let me fix my hat.
bruh. We better pick Jalen Carter. I'm be pissed. I'm be hella effing pissed.
Carrie, we lit. We got the juice.
I might flip over this damn bed, the TV, the chest, everything.
Jack, what if we go with Dez's prediction at 8 right now? With Jalen still on the board.
We're going wide receiver with Dez's prediction right now. It's because we want to strengthen that wide receiver room, and Matt Collins is not the wide receiver too. It's that simple. You're going to get a guy. I questioned it when the Falcons were making their moves in the offseason. Bodie, Chase, you guys can jump in on this. They never got a wide receiver too to go alongside.
I'm shocked they went. I am shocked. They went with Tyree. I'm shocked, bro.
They got a 1-year guy with Cordell Hodge playing special teams, and a 1 year with Scotty Miller. So next year, you got to go get a wide receiver too. You have to get somebody to pair alongside Drake. Sure, Kyle Pitts is going to be more in a pass catching role. Sure, CP is probably going to be more in a pass catching role. But you don't have a wide receiver too besides Drake going long term.
You ain't got to get him at 8 though.
What if you go off?
Get him at 8, but Dez is saying you get Jackson Smith now. You trade back. You can get him somewhere between 10 and 20, somewhere along there. I don't think the Falcons are trading back. And I'm listening to what I heard what they said on the radio today. All this media stuff was just all hype. It's all hype.
Well, we go offensive lineman.
Wait, no.
This damn suit this man got on.
Hey, I thought we were speaking things into existence. We're not going offensive line.
Okay.
Offensive lineman.
Ice Cold Wolf said Falcons going OT.
No. It's a no for me.
Well, all the Falcons fans would be pissed.
Tim Riley said Bijan Robinson.
Tim Riley.
Oh boy.
This is it right here, Falcons fans.
Man, it better be Jalen Carter.
I'm a dog first, Tim Riley.
They moving.
If it's Bijan, I won't be mad, but I'm gonna be mad. I'm not gonna be mad, but I'm gonna be mad. But I'm gonna cheer for whoever it is. But goddamn, it better be Jalen Carter.
TV screen. Get this Will Levis off my TV screen. What the hell going on?
Chase, you gonna be ready?
Wait, what?
Okay, there go Jalen. There go my guy. There he is.
Chase, you good for the short?
Man, if it was Will Levis, I'd kick over the TV for that too.
Falcon fans, hit that like button, hit that share button, hit that subscribe button. We're here with Miss Carrie, we're here with Jabri, we're here with Chase, we're here with what's your name again, Frank? And we're just trying to do the best we can.
Woo, the pick is in. I can't watch, man.
It's gotta be Jalen.
They always go to the commercial when the Falcons come.
It better be effing Jalen Carter, bro.
Straight to the Whopper commercial. Whopper.
It better be Jalen. That's all I know.
Falcon fans, I know you all are excited. Hashtag one timers. Hashtag the fan club. We still have
the time has come. Here.
After the pick, we'll go ahead and get to Carrie. We'll get to Jabri. I know y'all might have something to do, so we'll go ahead and let y'all go for the night, and then we're bringing our other special guests. We have about 2 more here to get to tonight. But this pick is big because Carrie's here with us, Jabri's here with us.
They just leaked the pick.
We want to get the
reaction,
pick, Carrie.
I know the pick right now. They just leaked it on Twitter.
Wait, what? Okay, don't tell us.
43,000.
I'm not gonna say anything.
What?
Okay, let me see your face. Let me see your face.
It ain't good. Right now that says they're looking at Jalen Carter and Jalen Carter's smiling like he just got off the phone. Somebody else just posted Jalen Carter with the
Come on, buddy.
If it's Jalen Carter right now, get ready. I'm flipping this table.
I'm about to throw the popcorn in there.
Do you want to know? Do you want to know?
Bodie.
Get ready.
Spill the beans, buddy. Spill the beans.
Spill the beans.
Oh, buddy.
Let me make sure. Let me make sure it's correct. But it's right here. It says.
Oh my gosh! No way.
Oh man, bro.
They didn't give you the call yet. I'm day right now. I'm day 2. For some reason, I don't know. I wasn't invited to KC either, so I don't know. Kind of upset about that.
Oh man.
Man, I can't. Oh man,
my heart's beating too fast.
It's crazy,
Falcons fans, the moment is here. The pick is in. Hit that like button, hit that share button, hit the subscribe button. Carrie, we're gonna get some reaction from you. Jabri, we'll get some reaction from you.
All right. Do y'all want to know the pick before the commercial break is over?
No, I don't.
I know the pick.
I don't.
Don't tell us. Let us find out. This whole
hold on. Let's let's ask some questions to Buddy without trying to find out the pick. Is the pick on our big board that we talked about?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
It's Jalen Carter.
Is he offense or defense?
That's telling it all.
Come on.
Offense. It's Bijan.
It's what?
It's Bijan.
Oh,
It's Bijan.
no.
He's lying. He's
I'm
lying.
not lying. I'm not lying.
What?
Are you serious?
It's Bijan.
Wait.
Are you
Jalen
effing
sit right
serious,
there?
bro?
No.
Oh, hell
Bijan
no,
Robinson.
dog. Wow. If they do
One
that,
time
I'm
man.
not mad, but I ain't
We are
mad. I'm
getting-
mad, but I'm
I,
not
we
mad.
are
I like
getting
Bijan, don't
a
get me
lot
wrong, but
People
what the hell,
telling
bro?
us, I'm getting text messages too, that it's Bijan
It's
Robinson.
Bijan Robinson.
Oh,
Bijan Robinson.
That's what I'm hearing.
You
That is
know what?
Bijan. Jalen Carter is on the board. Christian Gonzalez is on the board.
Wow.
A lot of us
I
talked
wouldn't
about, are
rule-
you going to
I
go
wouldn't-
running back at 8 when you still have Carter on the board, defense on the board? But
What
then a
the
lot of
fuck,
us
bro?
also know you loaded up on defense in the offseason with some of the picks that you brought in. You might load up day 2 and day 3 on defense too as well.
Yeah,
But
true,
if it's
true,
Bijan
true.
Robinson, Falcons fans, welcome to the Atlanta Falcons.
Yeah,
It is
welcome to.
Bijan.
Hey, I'm excited. No matter what, I'm just.
The
I'm
level of
just a little.
disrespect of ESPN not showing the Falcons fan base right now. They showed all the other fan bases.
Wow.
They're not showing the Falcons fan base down there. Thomas Scott is there. The Falconator is there. Elaine is there. Turn the camera to the Falcons fan base.
Mute y'all. I'm finna-
Look, they're showing Lions fan. There's the Thomas Scott right there. That's why he ain't answering the damn phone. He's sitting over there
Somebody
trying to
check
take
on
pictures.
Chase. Oh man.
Let me see. I gotta see for myself.
Now,
Man.
let's watch it. Let's watch it together.
I'll be pissed.
I don't know how to feel because I like Bijan, but Jalen was right there.
Falcon fans,
Exactly,
hit that.
Bodie.
Copyright strike. Turn down.
Oh
Falcon fans,
man.
hit that like, hit that share button, hit that subscribe button. It's about that time now. Pick is in. Who is the new member of the Atlanta Falcons? Twitter is talking. Reddit is talking.
Yeah.
A lot of people are talking, but Roger Goodell ain't talking. We're gonna find out here shortly. I don't know why it's not a Falcon fan or somebody. There they go. There go the Falconator right there in the front. There you go.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about, man.
Oh,
Die-hard
shit.
Falcon fans out here, man.
All right, man. Welcome to the Falcons, man. God,
We gotta support them.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No doubt. I
I'm not gonna
represent
lie.
the logo first.
That was my list.
Texas
It was
University.
Jalen Carter one.
I'm
Bijan
shocked,
two.
dog.
Wow, it
Falcon
really
fan.
I'm
happened.
shocked.
There it is.
I'm shocked.
There it is.
Wow.
Our head coach is an
I'm
offensive.
shocked.
Our head coach is an offensive mind.
Let's
Okay.
get to
So,
this, Falcons fans.
okay.
We gotta
I
go
about
around the
expected
table.
this.
Carrie, Chase, are you gonna do the short? Or what you gonna do?
Chase might need a minute.
I done did it short on Bijan, man.
Can you?
I'm
what you got?
behind
You got
him.
something else?
Wipe
I'm
your
excited,
kids,
man.
bro.
No matter what, man.
Damn.
I'm just shocked. I'm more
I'm
shocked
pissed.
than anything.
I'm
Like,
pissed.
what?
We got to go around the table here.
The
Carrie,
Bears are trading. The
Okay.
Bears are trading their pick. I'm
That's
sorry.
Jalen Carter.
I
The
think-
Bears going Jalen Carter.
To the
Oh yeah,
fucking
no
Eagles?
doubt.
Bears
No
going
doubt.
Eagles
Jalen
traded,
Carter.
the Eagles are trading up one pick.
They going
probably to
Jalen
get-
Carter. Jalen
probably
Carter
to
with
get Jalen
Jordan
Carter.
Davidson. It's
They
gonna be
said-
nasty in Philly.
I saw a report today. I'm sorry. That the Eagles said that they're gonna draft Jalen Carter in the top 10. I saw that report. I wouldn't be surprised if it's Jalen Carter.
Falcon
Oh
fans,
man,
look at the tape
I'm
of this young
tripping.
man,
I'm
Bijan
I'll be
tripping.
Robinson. We talked about him for a while. Let's go around the board here, Falcons fans. Let's have a roundtable discussion here.
I'm
Carrie,
tripping.
your thoughts on the pick, Bijan Robinson? I'm sure a lot of Falcon fans wanted Carter. Sure, a lot of Falcon fans wanted Gonzalez. He's still a player who is dynamic. He's a game changer. You see the tape in the film right here. I'm sure Falcon fans are excited from
You don't
all
gotta sell
over.
me on him.
Say it again.
I said you don't gotta sell me on him.
I got to say you. Give me your
I'm-
thoughts about Bijan Robinson.
Yeah, I honestly, I think he's an amazing player. I think he's gonna be great paired with Tyler Algier, like a two-headed, running back duo will be amazing. I know that's something that our head coach would love.
He's gonna
So
score a lot of points.
yeah, I'm about it.
Definitely.
But and I was pretty sure, that's what everybody's predicting where we were going to go. But I'm kind of shocked because it was predicted mostly that Jalen Carter wasn't going to be there. So, and both the cornerbacks were going to be gone. So I feel like that's why I'm a little shocked that we passed on Carter to get a running back. But I'm not surprised that we got Bijan at all. I've been seeing that and kind of already came to terms with it. Although I don't know if you guys saw the article earlier on Twitter. I think it was shared by Daniel Flick. I read earlier today that Falcons were basically not in on Jalen Carter because they think that he wants to basically get away from home, not be close to Georgia. Like a change of scenery, essentially. And I thought the opposite, like stay close to home, be by family. But I guess they saw it as the opposite. That's the reports I read. That they think he needs a change of scenery,
I get it. It's like me when I joined the military. I needed to go far away from here, far away from Georgia, and I did. And I went out there, but I ended up coming back because I'm a degenerate. But yeah.
Sheesh.
I can't. It's wow. I know our fan base. How you said that if Jalen Carter is the pick, our fan base will riot. I think also that if we pass on him, the fan base is probably going to definitely riot. So that's not good.
We don't pick Georgia players. We just don't. I don't know why. I mean, we don't pick them early. We don't pick the good ones early. We just don't.
Falcon fans.
Trade.
The moment is here. We're now.
I know who Philly about to get. I know who Philly getting.
Philly's getting Jalen.
You already know. Don't put him with his boys from Georgia. You already know that.
That's smart, actually.
It's the smartest thing ever. He's gonna thrive. He's gonna thrive up there. Philly's defense.
Damn, bro.
Oh my goodness. Jordan Davis. Oh my God. Oh. Hold on. Bijan interview.
Rise up, man. I know we're going to score a lot of points. We better score a lot of damn points.
I'm okay with the pick.
That's all I know.
I love your positive vibes always, Jack, honestly.
You can't hate on the pick because he's a
beast. He's a beast. I ain't gonna lie, I haven't looked at the film yet, but I will.
Look,
now that we got him.
Bijan and Tyler is gonna get you 10 yards in 3 downs.
That's the thing.
If you're running the ball.
Remember, it was about 3 weeks ago? I said I'm leaning towards Bijan more and more each day. Remember that text? I was a random ass text on a random ass day. I just text you that shit and said I'm leaning more towards Bijan.
This shows me, Bodie, you're going defense in day 2. Unless you go get the guard, first pick at 44 to help out with your running game. You got to get that guard because I'm telling you something. Now, after seeing this scenario, I would love to see the guard at 44. Steve Avell or who else we talked about? The kid from Florida. You plug those 2 players in, you got your starting line, you got your starting running back. Is Bijan running back 1? We will see.
Oh, definitely. You already know
but we know Tyler can tote the rock. And we know Bijan from college can tote the rock. And don't forget about CP. Now I see P more in a short yard situational down. Because if you're going to make the playoffs and make this playoff run, you need CP at 100%. And that's why you got Bijan Robinson too as well. Also, CP is coming to the end of his career soon. We talked about this. Caleb Huntley's coming back from injury. You don't use Avery Williams much. He's listed as a special teams running back. He doesn't even get much snaps. And
I was going to suggest CP would be play more maybe wide receiver and obviously like kick return, but I think maybe more wide receiver now.
Looking at your wide receiver room and your pass catching situations, Pitts and Patterson should be a part of that London Hollins crew. Because you're going to have Bijan in the backfield with Tyler. You're about to be cutting up this year. First down, second down, it should be 1st and 10 to 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4 to 1st and 10. You got the 2-headed monsters now.
Real quick.
Man.
I want to highlight
Philly
everybody.
Just piling up, man.
Oh, Philly piling up with Georgia players. But let me highlight everybody listening. All the folks in the chat, anybody listening that said, we got a 1,000-yard rusher. Why we get a running back? This ain't a regular running back. This is a generational running back. We talking. This guy's been compared to LaDainian Tomlinson. This guy's been compared to Marshall Faulk. This guy's been compared to Edgerrin James. I've heard all these great Hall of Famers. These are Hall of Famers. This guy's been compared to what's the one more? Saquon. I mean, if we get that, I mean, you can't top it.
Oh yeah, I'm not man. I'm gonna cheat, man. I'm excited no matter what. But this was my thing. Like this is how I was. This was my mind frame. Like we got a lot of players on 1-year deals. We got a lot of older players on that defensive line, and a lot of them on the 1-year deal. So I'm thinking that we go up the ante on the deep. You know what I'm saying? That's how I was thinking.
Yeah.
Because I don't know what we're gonna do on defense next year.
Maybe
like
pick 44, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, we're gonna see. Hopefully, I don't know. We're gonna see. But I'm excited, man. No matter what, bro. I'm still gonna rep my Birds no matter what. I know they're gonna score. They better definitely score a lot of points this year.
You got to score to beat the team like the Chiefs and like the Bills and those high scores.
I'm excited though, man. I'm gonna check out his film. I'm excited, bro.
That's one thing I would say. The only player we had on our team that could take the top off was our tight end, Kyle Pitts. Everybody else, I mean, you could say CP, but CP be slowing down at the end of the season. Like,
I ain't gonna lie,
Who?
I'm not gonna lie though. We are stacked on the offensive side. I ain't gonna lie. Cal Pitts,
you said?
Bijan, Tyler Jill, Pitts. Oh man, that's lethal.
Drake London is a possession. He's more possession. I wouldn't say he'll take the top off of defense, but
I mean, it's been 1 year with a
Mike Evans your ass to death. I mean, Mike Evans is, he's 1,000-yard killer.
Drake London's yak in college was one of his better points in college.
We do have another special guest we're going to get to here shortly, so we definitely want to go ahead and get to the next segment because I don't even think the Falcons might trade up at this point. I think they're excited about Bijan's pick and they're going to get ready for day 2 because they're going to hit the ground running tomorrow and it's going to be, oh man, it's going to be great.
That's an Arthur Smith all day pick.
That's an Arthur Smith type of pick. I think that's an Arthur Smith move right there. That definitely is. Carrie, how excited are you once again for this pick of Bijan Robinson? Now we got moments to let it settle in for a minute. Just give us your thoughts here because we're glad to have you here on the podcast. Yeah.
No, I appreciate it. Thank you for having me. I am so excited. I kind of came to terms with it when I was on Out of Your Falcon Minds 100th episode. I said I would like Christian Gonzalez as our pick, but because I didn't mention Jalen Carter because I thought he wasn't going to be there, but he was there. But I said I want Christian Gonzalez as my pick, but I really think we're going Bijan Robinson because I feel like Terry's bold, and we got a tight end at 4. First time in NFL history. So I said we'll go running back at 8. He don't care, and he loves his running back. So I truly thought that was happening. But anyways, I am happy with the pick. I'm going to support the player, and whoever's wearing the red and black, I'm going to support him. But I'm really happy, and I trust Terry. I remember last draft. I don't know how you guys reacted, but I was kind of shocked by the Drake London pick, kind of, to be honest. And so I wasn't loving it, but then I trusted Terry, and it all, worked out. We needed him. Obviously, we lost Julio and we lost Calvin Ridley, so it all worked out. And everybody was shocked by Pitt's pick, Kyle Pitts, and look how, he did his rookie season. So I trust Terry, honestly. Everything's going to be fine.
I agree with that.
And it's good to know that fans here on the channel and in the chat trust Terry. I know there's some that might be upset about the pick because you wanted a certain player and then the player that you wanted went after your pick, but it's the business of football. It's how it goes. Whatever they saw in Bijan, they liked, they loved. He's a member of the Falcons. The Robinson jersey is going to be going off the shelves probably in the next couple of days.
You already know that.
It's going to be crazy. Is he running back 1? We're going to find out, but it's a lot going into camp. Tyler now has a running mate next to him that can help him out. Short yard situations, 1st and 10, 2nd and 7, whatever it is. You now have a guy that can help out in a major way in the backfield. Kerry, for all the Falcon fans out there, where are you on social media? Where can they find you? So that way they can always follow you and find out what you have to say with Manchester City or Atlanta Falcons football.
Yeah, so I'm pretty active on Twitter. You can find me at Carrie, Carrie, Lynn, LYNNXOX. And I post literally 99% Atlanta Falcons or Manchester City. So it depends on who's playing or who has news. So, but it's one of those two. So
I'm glad that you got a chance to take the time to come talk with us tonight. You was able to see a couple picks and be with us for the reaction to Bijan Robinson. So this is going to be a big moment for us going forward because when Bijan does big things this year, we're going to go back to this draft and think about it. And we're going to say, damn, Kerry was here with us. Chase was here with us. Jabri was here with us. And we had a good time. And then Charles, what's the game? Bodie, he was here with us too as well. So I keep forgetting his name. I don't know. This is crazy. Darnell Wright, offensive tackle to the Bears. I didn't never see that.
Wait,
before.
what?
That's unexpected.
Yeah, they gotta protect. They gotta protect.
But two players went ahead of Skronsky now. You see what I'm saying?
That's
Next
crazy.
year's draft, let's not just pay attention to those top picks. There's other players that could sneak up and get up in the top 15. But I was expecting Skronsky right here, not Darnell Wright. But Kerry, thank you for
you guys.
pretty much
I
everything that
appreciate
you've done with the Atlanta Falcons fans, just trying to uplift the fan base, just remain positive throughout all the negative that's going on with the team. But you do a good job of being a fan, so we really do thank you for being here on the show.
I wish it was red, but it's all good vibes.
The good vibes.
It's still cute.
All good vibes here. All good vibes here.
I wish it was red. I regret not getting red, but yeah, good vibes. I love it.
I'm sure Amazon might have something for you. You know, Amazon got everything.
Yeah.
Or Etsy.
Oh, that's where I got this.
Yeet.
Nice.
Yeet. Everything's on Amazon.
That is dope. That
sure
is dope.
Thank you guys for having me. Appreciate it.
Thank you,
Carrie, thank you for everything. We'll definitely have you on one more time before the season
Salute
starts.
to you, Carrie.
We can just find out what you think about the Falcons getting ready for preseason or training camp. So we'll get you back on the podcast.
For sure. Appreciate it. Thank you guys.
Have a good
No
weekend.
doubt.
Welcome, Bijan, to Atlanta.
Welcome. Yeah.
Yes.
Bye, guys. Good night.
Good night.
Night, night.
Rise up, Dirty Bird Nation. The pick is in. Bijan Robinson, Jabri. It's been so far a good night with us talking Falcons football.
Oh yeah. Awesome.
What are your thoughts right now on just Bijan Robinson? And where can people find you on social media too as well? So we can hear more what Jabri got to say.
Man, I'm more shocked than anything, man. Because I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna keep it real. I wanted Jalen, but I'm gonna watch the film. I'm gonna look at Bijan more. I'm excited though, because I mean, this offense is gonna definitely be a threat. It's gonna put some fear into some defenses. So we should be scoring lots of points this year. I know that much. And I mean, where you can find me, on Facebook, Jabri, Jibri, last name Harper. You can find me. Find me on the Facebook. Find me, just find me on Facebook. That's fine enough. So
it's always good to have Falcon fans in here. You was with us last draft. Now you're here with us this year. And time has come for change, major change here in Atlanta. And I'm sure you've seen the growth already, what Terry's doing with this team and where we're at right now. The pick hasn't been made. It's Bijan Robinson. Now we're getting ready to run the hell out the ball. Got a young quarterback getting ready to do his thing. You got the players on the team that's built around him.
Take a lot off of his back, off a young quarterback back. So that is good. That's a good thing. I give him that. Definitely.
Just so real quick before we get up out of here, looking at the season right now, looking at the roster right now, still have a couple more days with draft picks and players got to be sorted out off season. Are the Falcons going to win the division this year, in your mind?
No doubt about it. Especially with a weapon like that, man. No doubt about it. I can see us going up to 10 wins to possibly 12 wins. You heard it here first. I mean, at least about 10 wins, at least.
10 wins plus?
Yep. 10 or 12, up to 12, possibly. You heard it here first. That's how
Harper, talking Falcons football with us. We'll get you back on before the season starts. You already know it, man. We thank you for everything, brother. Taking the time actually to talk Falcons football with us.
Hey, man, I appreciate y'all having me, man. Appreciate y'all.
My brother, man.
No doubt.
Jabri.
Yeah. All
see
right,
you out
man.
there in the bin, sir.
Y'all have a good one.
Yes, sir. You too.
Falcon fans, we are lit. It's going down in a major way.
Hey, look, Jack. We selected just another running back. I know you remember that conversation.
Sure did. Shout out to Bijan Robinson. Shout out to all the fans.
Sound like it's just another running back.
Told me it could be Bijan
Robinson.
Robinson.
Insider joke, guys. It's an inside joke.
I'm all for it. I want to see the team win. Before we get to our next special guest here for tonight, Chase, Bodie, Bijan Robinson. I heard you a little bit, Chase. He was mumbling over there. the pick is in now.
Yeah, he's a Falcon.
It's 10, 15 minutes. You can't rewind time. That's our guy. What's your thoughts, Chase, before we go ahead and get to our special guest?
I don't know, man. Just shocked, I guess you could say. Just shocked. I was really heavy on Jalen. That was my top of the draft board, and he was there at 8, something that we definitely didn't see happen. And I don't think a lot of people seen happening, but I did some tape on Bijan. I did a whole short on Bijan Robinson. I said it in the short. He's a top 10 talent. He's the next generational running back. He's somebody that you plug in day one. It's going to be another 1,000-yard rusher splitting carries with Tyler. So, I mean, yeah, it's definitely a weapon. Another weapon for Desmond Ridder, somebody to spread the ball around to. Tyler, I mean, Bijan can catch the ball, man. He's a good 10, 20-yard route passer. He's done it against Alabama. Done it against very well schools in college. So, yeah, it's a good pick. I was a little disappointed it wasn't Jalen Carter, but I'll rep Bijan.
Falcon fans, you already know we love talking Falcons football with all the Falcon fans. So, of course, we got to get to a diehard Atlanta Falcons fan here in the chat. Denatrus Silas is in the building talking Atlanta Falcons football with us. The homie is in the building.
Yo.
What's good, my brother?
What it do?
How's everything going for you, sir?
Oh, all is well, Doc. All is well. How's everybody else?
Oh, man. We're having a great time.
Man. Beautiful.
Bodie 3000. He's loving the pick.
Yeah, I say Bodie licking the lemon pepper off his fingers.
Or
oh boy,
whatever sauce they made in that kitchen. Bodie, you still work at the deli, or how's it work?
Nah, man, you the reason I was late on the stream. You didn't have my food ready. Stop playing.
One time for the fan, we are live here. Tell us, I'm saying, what are your thoughts, D, on Bijan Robinson? Because we talked about it in the chat. Fans are talking about it in the Falcons community, different groups, and now the pick has been made. It's Bijan Robinson. What are your thoughts right now as a Falcon fan, sir?
So I'm gonna go ahead and address the big elephant in the room, like my boy Chase did earlier. I'm gonna go ahead and first express that I was somewhat shocked and a little bit disappointed. I mean, Jack, you know me. I've always wanted, I tout defense. So I was looking for an edge rusher or a DT, preferably Carter. And I don't really root for UGA players all that heavy anyway. I went to Georgia State, but that's neither here nor there. So, but at any rate,
you're good here on this channel, Chester. You're good here on this channel.
But like Bodie was saying, though, I mean, he is a generational talent. I mean, and what I see from that too is him being able to split carries with Tyler in the backfield. But not only that, the biggest thing I'm looking forward to is what this opens up for CP84. I mean, you can literally stick quarter rail now anywhere on the field. You don't know where he's going to line up at any down. It gives our offense that much more flexibility right now. So that's literally what I'm looking forward to. So I mean, if we can't stump quarterbacks in the head, we might as well just put up 40 points on the defense, and I'm cool with that.
Bodie, now that it's Bijan, second round is going to come up soon. I don't think the Falcons are going to trade back up and make any type of move, but do you go get your guard now, Bodie?
I'll tell you, it ain't Peter Sharonsky. He just went 11th.
Just went to Tennessee.
Yeah.
Do you get your guard? I mean, I think you make that a priority. I think the biggest need right now is guard. I think, we got decent corners. We got corners that can get it done. Hopefully, with all the free agency moves we made, that it'll make the secondary better. The secondary is pretty bad because they couldn't pressure anybody. So that you're asking a lot for the secondary when you can't even fucking pressure somebody. But
too much time giving offenses chance to
Yeah.
get the ball off, and your front four can't get to the quarterback.
Yeah, so
things are going to change this year, though.
But yeah, I mean, like the Bijan pick, man. I mean, like I said, I expected Jalen not to be there, him to be there, and us not pick him. I mean, it was definitely said maybe like a month or almost a couple months ago that the Falcons are looking to pass on him. Saw a lot of reports, a lot of stuff like that. And of course, I'm like, man, shut up. No, man, believe that bullshit. But it happened. They didn't like something, or they like Bijan better. I don't know. But I mean, that's the thing, though. I love Bijan. I do. Like, it's just the best. It's probably the best thing. He's probably, people consider him the best player in this draft.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the thing. And I know there's a lot of people in here that's saying you could have got a running back in the later rounds. You just got one in the fifth round, just rushed for 1,000 yards. I'm like, yeah, but it's deeper than just those 1,000 yards, okay? Just because you rush for 1,000 yards don't mean it's all be all end all, okay? No fucking way. Oh, shit.
Gibbs went at 12.
Oh,
you see what happens with the Falcons? You see what you started Atlanta?
And we thought we could
Atlanta
get him
did
in
this
second or something.
Atlanta did this. They selected Bijan. Detroit had to move up to go get. They had to get Jahmyr Gibbs. They had to. Running backs are going off the board right now, thanks to the Falcons. Jahmyr Gibbs going at 12. He was projected day 2. That's a big jump.
We said on the podcast they could go running back.
Yeah, that's a reach.
I said it.
You said it, Chase.
I
you
did.
said that shit.
D-Money, talk to me about the Falcons right now as a team. Where do you see this team going forward this offseason? What direction you see this team going in? Is it in a positive direction? Are fans just sitting there waiting on the team to flop so they can get Desmond Ridder up out of here? What are your thoughts on seeing just everything Terry has done? Because there are some fans, you know that. You know there's some fans out here waiting on the team to flop so they can get Ridder up out of here. Or they can, just say, I told you so, I told you so. You should have went this route in the draft. Should have went this route in the offseason. Just what are your thoughts on what the team is doing right now and what direction you think they're going this offseason?
I'm loving what I'm seeing. I mean, this is the most excited I've been about a Falcons offseason in a long time. Just watching some of the things that they've been doing. I mean, it speaks a lot to say that we were able to come to this draft tonight and pick a running back in the first round, right? I mean, at number 8. That's because, we're pretty solid. I mean, there are no only glaring hole, I guess, is guard. I mean, if you want to put it that way, if you want to call it a glaring hole. I mean, other than that, we're pretty solid everywhere else. We have veteran talent in places where veteran talent needs to be in. So our locker room is no longer just young and inexperienced. And of course, you're going to always have those cats that are just out there. I mean, that's just that Atlanta fan base. I don't even want to call it the Falcons fan base. Every Atlanta sports team has that section of haters that just waiting on a team to fail so they can, go on that I told you so mantra. But I'm loving what I'm seeing from the boys this offseason. As everyone said before I got on, I mean, I trust in Terry. I mean, this dude has come in and he's been able to do some things that honestly that have shocked the world. But not only has it shocked the world, it's actually panned out for the better. You know what I'm saying? So,
Denatrius, does the Bijan pick scare other teams in the NFC South?
I think it does. I think it will scare. I mean, will it scare fan bases? Probably not. I mean, you're going to always hear. I mean, it's kind of like it didn't scare fan bases when we drafted, Pitts, right? It didn't scare the fans because the fans didn't see it. But the people that know football, the people that are putting together these X's and O's, I can't see how a GM, I can't see how a head coach, I can't see how a defensive coordinator comes in on a Sunday and is like, yeah, we got a game plan differently. It didn't just, you're just trying to, like I was saying earlier, it didn't just Bijan himself. I mean, yeah, you had a game plan against Bijan, but all the other facets of the game, Bijan opens up. I mean, being able to plug CP anywhere not only does good for CP, it does good for Pitts. Not only does it
keep
does
him
good
healthy.
for Pitts, it does good for Drake London. Not only does it do good for Drake London, it gives Rither that much more flexibility. I mean, and then being able to have two, I don't even want to call them check down possibilities, but
you have them.
Cordarrelle and yeah, you got them.
You have
but
them.
That's the thing. But they're check downs that could get first downs.
If you seen Bijan's tape, this might not be no check down. This dude's running 30-yard check downs.
That's what I'm saying.
Up the field.
That's what I'm saying.
Touchdown.
Dude, the cats that are putting together X's and O's every Sunday are literally. I think they if they don't have fear in their hearts, I guarantee they will by week 4.
Chase,
does Green Bay go Will Levis right here?
If it's not Will Levis might be Christian Gonzalez or even Jackson Smith from Ohio State. Chase, are you surprised to see Christian Gonzalez drop so far?
Very, very surprised. To me, he was the all-around better coverage cornerback in the draft. Witherspoon had him on the tackling. Witherspoon's a solid cornerback as well, coverage. But to me, I had Christian higher than just because of his man-to-man accessibility. He's a tall guy. He's fast. He ran a 4.3 in the 40. For him to still be on the board is very, very shocking. This draft hasn't panned out to any mock draft that I've seen at all.
Bodie 3000. Are you getting the Bijan Robinson jersey?
Yes. It's bought. It's already bought. It ain't even made yet, and it's bought. I'm getting it.
What number is Bijan going with?
I don't know.
They got to throw the number out here at least in the next 24, 48 hours. I mean, he's going to be flying to Atlanta tomorrow morning. He's going to be at Flowery Branch probably by like 9 a.m.
We'll know tomorrow. I don't know, though.
Shout out to Randy Wheeler in the chat. He said we need a wide receiver next. If you're going wide receivers because of the situation, you're looking at the wide receiver room with Mac Hollins and Scotty Miller. Not too much faith in whoever's going to be the wide receiver too. But if you draft a wide receiver in the second round, he's your wide receiver too. He's not coming in to be camp body or no 3-4 competition. No, he's probably going to be your 2. I don't think the Falcons are going to select a wide receiver right now, looking at the way they went running back. It's probably going to be a guard next. If not, Jack Campbell's a guy to look at too as well. Keon White, if he slides back to day 2. Is Nolan Smith going to be there day 2? We did the mock draft here on One Time for the Fan where Nolan Smith was available day 2. You've seen what's happened so far in the draft. Things are changing right now where a player that you thought might be top 10 is sliding back. A player that you thought might be top 20, he's moving up. Mm-hmm. So it's getting a little crazy out here. Packers pick is in Lucas Van Ness.
Oh,
that's a shocker.
Oh. Okay.
Who saw that? That's what I'm telling Falcon fans here when it comes to the draft next year. Now, we need to keep our eyes and ears open a little bit better because I know some people had the draft board set up a certain type of way, but you passed on Carter. You went Bijan. Christian Gonzalez was still on the board. Is Tyree Wilson? Tyree Wilson went before him.
No, he went at 7.
At 7.
To the Raiders.
Who else was on our board that's still out there? Peter Skronsky's still out there.
No, he's gone.
He's gone? He's gone at 12K. Miles Murphy?
11. Miles Murphy's still on the board.
Still on the board. So I think the Falcons did go BPA. You needed a running back in that room, D, because of CP's situation where he's getting to the end of his career soon. He's not 21 years old no more. And he's a physical running back. He likes to drop the shoulders and lay some people out, jumping over people left and right. He's very elusive. But you've seen that towards the end of the season, he kind of tracked back a little bit. He's not really at 100%. His body takes a little beating. He's doing kick returns, punt returns, playing special teams, playing wide receiver, running back. He's everywhere.
Yep.
This year now with Bijan, you can hold CP back there on second and third down sometimes and bring him in the next series because you know you're going to move the chains on a team like the Jets or the team like Houston, team like the Jags. You know you can move the chains with this offense. This is big for CPD. So if this is the playoff run, it really helps CP because you want him healthy going into the playoffs. Falcon fans are talking about winning the division. If you're winning the division, you're going to the playoffs. You want CP healthy. How big is it that the Falcons selected Bijan not only for the future running back here in Atlanta, but it's also to help out one of their star players who people want to see healthy going into week 15, 16, and 17.
Yeah. I mean, we get to do what the NBA players have been doing for so long, practicing load management. I
like that.
It gives us, like you were saying, it gives our more seasoned veterans. I don't want to call people old because I'm a little seasoned myself, but it gives our more seasoned veterans that ability to go into the playoffs with a set of fresh legs. I mean, I like the pick. I mean, I like it. I love the pick. I mean, it's a good pick.
It's starting to grow on you minute after minute, realizing that this kid's going to be probably running first down to first down on every drive now.
Yes.
Look at this tape. For the Falcon fans wondering, look at his tape. And look at Texas running backs too as well. First of all, go over University of Texas running backs. There's a lot of good ones. Just like Northwestern pumping out them offensive linemen up there, Texas pumping out them running backs. Just like Georgia pumping out them defensive players, Texas pumping out them running backs. They talking about this is LT type running back. This is Ricky Williams type running back. Edgerrin James style running back. This man is physical. He gets up the field. He's a great pass catcher, solid run blocker. You can have that in the backfield if CP wants to go ahead and whatever scheme they're going to be running on a switch. Or if Jonnu Smith, you saw the plays in Tennessee, Jonnu Smith even played running back a couple plays.
Yeah,
this shit's about to be
New England
dynamic,
takes
folks.
a receiver here. No receiver off the board yet.
Broderick Jones is going to the Steelers, but check this out here, Falcons fans. Look at when you're going on your field now, when you're getting close to the red zone. Do you want Algier in? Do you want CP in? Do you want Bijan in? You got Jonnu, you got Pitts, you got Drake London. Let's put Scotty Miller out there, for God's sakes. I just threw Scotty Miller in there just because. I didn't even want to throw him in there. I just stayed with Scotty Miller. The team is ready to win. They're going to move the chains. Mac Hollins, another physical body, 6'2", 363 guy who we talked about this when he was signed, Chase and Bodie. He was like number 2 in the league in dragging in routes. That's some short yardage shit. You getting ready to run this man either run blocking or some short yardage to help Ritter out and a lot of checkdowns. That dink and dunk football that Drew Brees was using a long time ago, I hope the Falcons are using it with Ritter because the shit worked. It worked with Brady. It worked with Phillip Rivers. It worked with Drew Brees. Use the shit with Ritter, but then still put Ritter in a position to launch the ball 30, 40 yards down the field to Scotty Miller. Launch the ball 20 yards down the field to Drake London. You saw the passes in the Baltimore game. You saw the passes in the Bucs game and the Cardinals game. He wants to throw the ball. He wants to go for 300 yards. The kid got the IQ for it. The team's not being built around it. And also, when it's 2nd and 2, you're going to have some teams have to stack that box because there's a 21-year-old beast back there from Texas. Or it can be Tyler Algier. We don't want to throw no hate to Tyler because he had 1,000 yards last year too. Oh, don't forget, we got CP too. Shit's getting real here in Atlanta, folks. And I love it. Shit's getting real. I understand the Carter situation. I understand the Christian Gonzalez, and I understand it.
We got weapons, young weapons.
We got weapons. This is an Arthur Smith move. I think now you go congratulate your defensive coordinator tomorrow or day 3, and you load up now on the rest of the picks because you know your Arnold Ebiketis and D'Angelo Malone's is going to come in here and produce shortly. So you can go get some defensive players at 110 or 147, wherever you're picking, because you just made a splash getting a running back in the top 10. D-Money, I'm sure you see the Falcons winning the division this year.
Easy.
Calais Campbell is talking about this team destined for greatness. I'm sure this is a player talking to Terry and Arthur. He probably knew who kind of the pick was. He probably told him, like, hey, man, we're probably going to go target such and such. They signed him. They bring him here in Atlanta. What offseason moves right now has you excited? And you can add Bijan there too as well. But what offseason moves has you excited as a Falcon fan, ready to see the team on the field this year?
It's legit the collection of them all. I mean, it's kind of like you were talking about earlier on in the podcast was looking at the veterans that we were able to win, right? This is why I'm excited because we were losing these battles like 2-3 seasons ago.
Yep.
Right.
Yep. Money wise, position, team, ranking wise, they're just like, nah, we ain't coming to Atlanta.
We just ain't coming out of it. Yeah. Right. It was kind of like even with the Watson situation. I mean, but we had receivers out there saying that they weren't even interested in signing with us until we signed him or unless we signed him. Right. You had players saying crap like that, but no.
Anybody know the home score?
I'm getting it. Go ahead, D. I got you.
Yeah, but no, even just looking at the
Hawks up by 1.
The reports from from all the players saying that this is something special about this team. I chose them. I believe in them. I want that. I mean, these are the people that sit between those, those hash marks. So yeah, I mean, for them to have faith in the organization, speaks miles beyond what we can do from just being fanatics, right? These are professionals that know what they're talking about.
You have 3 or 4 players, Bodie, Chase, that you added in this offseason that can give you almost close to, if you count their sacks from last year, about 42 sacks on the season for the Falcons. Most playoff teams that was in the playoffs this year was averaging over 35, 40, which means chances are if you would have had 40 last year, you could have been in the playoffs. I can give you 5 sacks right now. That would have put you probably in the playoffs. Hell, you talking about 17 more? Oh, shit. Really?
Yeah.
That's probably past wild card, probably going divisional round, probably going to the damn conference finals. It's possible. But looking at the team this year, Kendall Ellis with his 7 sacks, Demi Omiyata coming over from the Saints with his scheme and his technique with Ryan Nielsen. And you heard David Omiyata speak, Chase and Bodie, about the D-line coach now being the D coordinator. He was hyping that video like, bro, I know Ryan Nielsen, and for him to bring me over to Atlanta, like, we're super hyped. And let's not forget about Jesse Bates in the backfield.
Yeah. Very
Do
big
you
man.
hit it right on the money when you said a couple years ago, we couldn't get these players in Atlanta. And now you have a team that is being built the way that you want the team to be built. People's talking about defense. We're building a defense, a very strong one. Okay, well, what about the offense? Man, we got the number 1 running back out of college in our backfield right now. Yeah. Mixed with Tyler, who last year was top 3 running back. It was him, Breece Hall, and I forget who the other kid was. But Tyler had a shit ton of records from BYU too. He had like rushing touchdowns. He was up there. So now that you've added Bijan to the mix, this offseason is getting better day by day, minute by minute. And I'm excited to be a Falcon fan because I'm telling you, I had to get my Bijan Robinson jersey too as well because this shit's going down. This shit is going down in a major way. Bodie?
Yes, sir.
The offseason has just got everybody excited. The Bijan Robinson pick. What are they doing now for day 2 now, man? What are you looking at? We've done our mocks here before, so you know there's some players on the board, but what are we thinking here?
Man, day 2. I mean, we got so much defense from free agency. I mean, of course we can still go corner. They might have a corner high on their board. We can still go there. Might go linebacker. They might like a nice linebacker, a middle linebacker or something right there next to Trey Anderson. But we need a guard. I think we need a guard. They didn't draft Hennessy, but Hennessy is the pencil-in starter right now at left guard, and I don't know how comfortable they are with that. So I think they go guard tomorrow.
That's big right there. That's big if we can get a guard off the board. Chase, we'll get to you just a second. Denatrix, I want to ask you about Jalen Carter. Do you think the situation of passing on Carter, I don't know if you heard what Kerry said about the report coming out that they wanted him more away from Georgia rather than being in Georgia. That's what some of the media and some of the journalists were saying. Arthur Blank doesn't play about the character issues in the building in Atlanta. We know about what happened, even though he's a phenomenal player and talent, but we know about what happened off the field after the situation. I don't want to get to it, but we know what happened. Could that have played a part in why you passed on Carter, or do you think it was Bijan all along? We knew he was going to be sitting there at 8. We kind of knew.
Yeah,
first running back off the board, it's probably going to be the Falcons, but Carter was the move that Falcon fans want to know. So, just from your thoughts, why do you think they passed on him?
I mean, I think some will call him A, some will call him B. I mean, I'm pretty sure that they went into the decision figuring that even before getting down to Carter even slipping, I'm pretty sure that they did a due diligence on Carter anyway, and was thinking that either he'd be gone or we probably would be best without him in the building, just based off of the situation you just said with AB. And we know why AB is a little gun shy and shell shocked on character issues. I mean, he has valid reason to be such. But,
I know we're talking about Michael Vick.
Nah, yeah. I was trying not to name drop.
Or Prince Shimbo.
Yeah. Trying not to name drop.
Or Calvin Ridley.
Or him, yeah. Or I mean, I get it, but I also don't think it was more of a slight to Bijan. I mean, because it was. I mean, think about it. I mean, passing up on Carter to get a generational offensive talent. I mean, I like Carter. I like what he brought to the game, but on the defensive side, honestly, I mean, I think each one of us probably had about 3 or 4 players on the defensive side that we would have been okay with, right? Mm-hmm. On the offensive side, we didn't want a quarterback. I didn't see us picking a receiver at number 8. So no, this pick coming off this early, the top running back on the board. No, this isn't. This isn't a slight, right? This isn't a giving up. What's behind door number 1 for what's behind door number 2, or the cash prize or whatever crap used to play back in the back. Those old school game days. But no, this is a solid pick. I mean, so I think that. I don't think that Terry went to this thing just doing it blindly. He hasn't done anything blindly. He's done everything from a. I'm a logical kind of dude, so that's why I like this pick. Logically, it just makes better sense. I mean, I get it. I wanted Carter. I want defensive dogs, but we got defensive dogs. I mean, so I'm okay with this pick. I think this pick puts us over the top offensively.
Denagers, you said a lot here tonight. I think Falcon fans will definitely agree with what you said, because you breaking it down for us, from a fan to another fan. You don't work for the Falcons. You're not in the media or anything, so you're really in the stands. You're there supporting the team. You want to see the team get better in different, from the wide receiver group to the tight end group to the running back group, and you're comfortable with the pick. So, with that being said, I mean, day 2 is coming up. Day 3 is coming up. Anybody else you want to see position group wise the Falcons go out there and get now?
I know we need a guard, but I have a sweet spot for a TCU receiver by the name of Quentin Johnston. I don't know why, but the dude is a huge talent in my opinion. I think he brought a lot to the offensive game. I think he's a complete and solid player at the receiver spot.
Arthur Smith guy too as well, 6'2", 6'3".
Yeah, exactly. I think
like
he's
6'7"
a perfect
with
compliment. Yeah, dude, he's a perfect compliment to a Drake London and the Pitts out there. I mean, so if we go offense, and I know we do need a receiver, I see him slipping out of this. I mean, every mock draft I've seen had the guy going, the second half of this day 1, but just based off the way this going, I think he slips the day 2.
Falcon fans, we always lit. That's why we always have this podcast. It's the draft party. So what more can we say when it comes to talking Falcons football? D-Money, where can we find you on social media? Social media. Been sipping this damn Tito's. Now that she's trying to catch up with me. Now I know it's time to get ready to wrap this show up.
Tea you sipping?
The Tito's. The Jets fans. Here they go. We play the Jets this year too. Before you get up out of here, dude, let's see who they get to compliment Aaron Rodgers here, because we play the Jets this year. So hopefully it's a punter that will help him out. This kid's over there, Jersey Shore fist pumping. He's really from Atlantic City. What they got? That's what you got to watch out for when you get to New York, buddy. Kids like Kyle. Yeah, be careful. Shout out to Kyle Stickles, man. Make a wish. He's about to make the pick here for the Jets. Aaron Rodgers asked for Odell. They didn't get Odell. They got Lazard. They had Sauce Gardner and the Wilson kid from last year. Who are they missing? Just don't get Nolan Smith. Dear Lord, please don't get Nolan Smith.
They're going O-line.
Yeah,
I think they go O-line.
Just don't get Nolan Smith. Quarterback?
Who
they get? Oh, you didn't make the pick? What's everybody cheering for? What was that? You just pump faked us.
Boo.
What is selecting? God, this kid is hype. Did you make the pick? Will McDonald. Will McDonald went 15?
That's crazy.
Okay, that's it. That's it. Fuck the mocks next year. Not doing the
I
mocks.
told you these
Not doing
mocks.
the mock.
You want to do 18 mocks,
Not
and
doing the
then
mock.
look at it. Look at this.
Will McDonald went 15 to the
Look
Jets,
at this.
who, from my mocks and from what I was told, he is a day 2
Day
pick.
2.
Mocks be damned.
Yeah.
Silas.
Quentin will be there tomorrow.
There's a lot going on in this draft. We're glad that you could take the time out of your day to come talk Falcons football with us. Where can we find you on social media, man? If you know you want to chat it up with Falcons fans, you on Twitter, Snapchat, TikTok, Pinterest, Etsy. What you selling shirts, hats? We got on now.
Silliness. I'm on. You can get me on Facebook, the Natural Silas. Also, I'm on IG at Wavy Tech Exec, and somewhat on Twitter, just at the Natras, at DENATRAS.
Falcon fans, we are lit. We are hyped. The pick is in. It's Bijan Robinson. He's the newest member of the Falcons. I'm glad that Falcon fans had the chance to enjoy this here with us tonight. We got to get you back on the podcast, man, because you definitely know what's going on with the Atlanta Falcons. Get you a media pass because you sound like you're in the media too as well. But you're a diehard Atlanta Falcons fan. You know, we talk from time to time in the chat, and we agree on a lot of things, and sometimes we might disagree on a lot of things. But at the end of the day, we're diehard Falcon fans.
Yes, sir.
We want to win, and I think both of us are going to be at the parade if the Falcons win the Super Bowl, man. So, shout out to you for showing up tonight. I'm glad you got a chance to really get some time out your day to come talk Falcons with us, and I'm sure the fans in the chat appreciate it too as well, man.
Yeah, no worries, Doc. Definitely
Thank you so much.
it. Thanks for the
Thank you
invite.
so much, man. We'll get you on. Let's go ahead. I like setting up the schedule as people's on the stream. Let's do training camp when they're getting close to do open to the public.
That's good.
Open to the public training camp. Me and Eric will be there. Usually we're out there early in the morning. I try to beat him to get to camp early, but he must stay like 2 minutes away. I don't know. He's there at like 6 a.m.
Yeah, I think he's in Gwinnett County somewhere.
He's like right there next to the facility.
County,
yeah, I'm driving like an hour away. I'm waking up at like 3 a.m. trying to get there. I get there, he's just sitting outside like, why are you late? Like, why am I late? Sun's not even up yet. But nobody beat Jeff Wolf, though. Jeff Wolf was there, Chase, fucking 1 o'clock in the morning for an 8 o'clock opening. Like, I was getting ready to call Falcons security. Like, get this guy away from the damn gate. This guy's trying to hop the fence. But yeah, D, man, I appreciate everything, brother. We're going to get you back on the podcast. And you said a lot tonight that we definitely agree with. And we are ready to see Bijan Robinson here in Atlanta, brother.
Yes, sir.
Thank you for everything, man.
I appreciate y'all, man.
Brother. I appreciate it.
Falcon fans, this is what it's all about. Bringing on diehard Atlanta Falcons fans to talk Falcons football with us here tonight. We tried to get Thomas Scott on with us in Kansas City from the draft floor. It's tough because of the connection. We tried to get Lisa Shepard on with us tonight. They haven't even joined the chat, which normally they are here. But it's a little bit difficult when you're out there at the draft, which is why me and Bodie talked about it in the past. We didn't want to go to the draft because we wanted to be here with you all. But if we had a way to broadcast some way, somehow from the draft, it would be great to do that. But we're gonna get to the chat here because the chat's been going crazy. Chase is like, it's chill. It's been ever since it was Bijan. Chase has just been on chill mode, dog. You're just like, well, it is.
It is what it is. Yeah, it is what it is.
How you like it, man?
Bijan's cool, bro. I mean, I'm cool with Bijan. I would have never did a breakdown on him if I wasn't cool with him. We would have never discussed him. I would never agree with anything anybody had to say about him. But he's a good running back. I just don't think, I'm not a GM. I'm a couch GM. I'm sitting here watching it on my TV just like all of us is doing. So it ain't my pick to make.
Pick for you where you're there Sunday cheering on this guy to go get the first down, cheering on this guy to score in the red zone.
Yeah.
It's one of those picks where you're like, I have to hate this guy from this moment because he wasn't my pick. Or is he one of your picks where it's like he was on my big board, he just wasn't my top 5
he was
guy
on the board. He just wasn't the number
he's
one.
Gonna wreck some shit here in the
the guy that I had on there, he was obviously still on the board, and we didn't go that direction. But he's definitely a talented running back. He's somebody that's going to come into A and probably take RB1 from day one. He's going to split the loads with Tyler. He's going to definitely take a load off of, CP. CP will be a lot healthier throughout the whole season. We may not have to worry about that late injury like we had the past 2 weeks. So, yeah, it opens up a lot. It opens up a lot of play action, RPOs. We were running a lot of RPOs. So he fits our scheme, and that was our BPA, and that's who we went with. So, yeah, I'll definitely have the Bijan Robinson jersey on probably week 1.
Falcon fans, this is the only thing that I'm looking at, right? And I'm good with the pick. I have no problem with it. I'm going to order the Bijan Robinson jersey soon. And I'm kind of upset because my draft hat didn't get here too as well. So I'm kind of upset about that. Shout out to Kiss with his
should have
draft
went
hat.
to Lids. Stop being lazy.
Lids had the draft hat for real?
Yeah.
I ordered it.
Damn, Bodie, you ain't even fucking with the draft hat. What the hell?
Bodie, don't you guys make the hat at your facility? Like you couldn't just bring one off the floor?
I ain't gonna lie. You see, Chase, you got an alternate one. I like that one better. But
there's the white hat and the black hat.
The white one is the official one. That's the alternate one. They all right. I like this one. That's why I was like, this is my draft hat. Like, I don't know. I'm just being a little.
I got the
I'm picky. I wasn't feeling that white one. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, I didn't really like the white one.
What did that thing say? Janitor?
God. I got my draft jersey too.
Oh, it said okay. All right. It said
I told them 2 words and they was like, nah, we gotta do it 1. Like, F you guys.
No, you said you tried to say 4 words. Clean up out.
Will Levis looks so blowed still on the
Falcon fans. Let's get to the chat here.
Will Levis gonna get drafted in the first round. It's just gonna be
no doubt.
He's gonna fall.
This draft is crazy. This
draft
is definitely crazy.
Over fucking Christian Gonzalez.
This draft is crazy.
Think about it now. Look at that. This is crazy. The mocks mean nothing, folks.
I think Detroit at 18. Detroit at 18 gets Christian Gonzalez. Detroit at 18.
Hey, but this is he's a baller. This dude is a baller. He's a playmaker.
I will say it's 10 o'clock. The draft is moving kind of quick tonight. We're not going to sit through this whole entire draft. We'll do about 30 more minutes and then we're out of here. But we want to get to the chat because the chat has been so lit tonight.
Yeah,
with our special guests.
Get to the chat. We got to get to the
chat. Get to the chat. Preston Sapp, Witherspoon and Porter, the real CBs from Preston Chat. Drake's true statement. Something is wrong with Gonzo. Something has to be wrong if he is dropped out of the 10, the top 10, and now he's moved almost close to being probably at 20. I think the Lions will probably get Gonzo at 18.
Probably so.
Preston Sapp, Gonzalez, overrated. Like I said.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. This guy played at
not overrated.
He played at where did he play? Colorado last year. Last year he played at Colorado.
Last year he played at Oregon. He transferred from Colorado.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I'm saying like the year before last. Okay, technically. So
technically.
I think he was the one. I think folks are worried about the 1 year wonder thing because he didn't play too damn good at Colorado. Then he transferred over to Oregon, played pretty damn good. But folks are worried about the 1 year wonder thing. That's the only thing I can think of is why is he slipping down the board.
Shout out to LaMarcus Boyd, who is at Kansas City right now, who is at the draft. So he is texting us right here in the chat from the draft. He said the scene here is crazy. LaMarcus Boyd in the chat. One time for the fan.
You already
Christian Gonzalez goes to the Patriots. There it is.
Confirming that? Oh, okay.
Yeah, right there on the board right now.
Okay. You're ahead of me.
He's doing handshakes with the family. Dropped from top 10 to 17. That's wild. Sterling Woods in the chat says Saints don't have a defensive line. Carolina doesn't have a line either. Joey's in the chat. He said Dimitroff would have made this pick. People would be tearing him apart. Well, Dimitroff was aggressive. He liked to trade up. Plus, he likes offensive linemen. Heard him talking the other day about Peter Kantz on why they made it for him too as well.
He also missed a lot, man. I don't want to talk about no damn Dimitroff.
The thing about it is with this scheme, or not the scheme, the regime, it's different people behind the scenes. It's not Terry Fontenot no more. I mean, it's not Thomas Dimitroff anymore, right? It's not the people that he had in the building. When Terry took over, a lot of people left. When Arthur Smith joined the Falcons, a lot of people left. This new team is Terry Fontenot, Arthur Smith, and the new staff. So you see what's going on here when it comes to some of the picks that's being made. This is the Arthur Smith pick.
Yeah.
Right? They loaded up on defense.
Bro, you know, Arthur Smith is an offensive coordinator. He was an offensive guy. He went and got his superstar tight end. Then he went and got his superstar wide receiver. Now he got his superstar running back. He's trying to round out this offense. You best believe he's going to get another wide receiver in this draft this weekend, probably tomorrow. Maybe tonight. Shit, he might trade back up and get Jackson Smith. Look at Jackson Smith just sliding down the fucking board.
What you're looking at, and I'm liking this, and this is why even when we spend another 30 minutes here on the podcast, we might get to the end of this draft because they're at 18 and they're moving pretty quick. Last year it was super slow. It was probably at like pick 4 right now if this was last year. Right now, if Jackson Smith is on the board, which I don't think is possible because he's the first wide receiver hasn't gone yet, right, Bodie?
Nope.
Not one.
So he's definitely getting ready to go here shortly. Seattle, Tampa, no. Jackson Smith. Will Levis is still on the board. I thought he was supposed to be top 10.
I think Tampa takes Nolan Smith.
I think Tampa might take damn Will Levis. You never know.
Yeah. JJ Ayers in the building. He said, I'm still trusting the process. I believe in their plan, and I'm pushing all Mike chips in. Shout out to JJ Ayers in the chat too as well. You know we love talking with the fans in the chat. If we miss something, we apologize. We try to go back and get to it because it's one time for the fan. This is a podcast from the fan for the fan, right? Arthur Smith got one thing in mind: pain from False Start Falcon.
He's a go-getter.
Hawks too as well. I know we're watching the draft, and Denoxious was in here talking to us, giving us a lot of knowledge about the Atlanta Falcons from his view. It's 96-98 Celtics right now in the third quarter. So the Hawks are fighting right now at State Farm to get to Game 7.
Gotta do it. Come on, Hawks. Get her done.
Bubba Gump is in the chat. He said it's a clear message from the guys in charge. Here you go, Ritter. Ball out and vent loaded defense. Man, this is what?
Bro, that's real. That's real. You want him to succeed, get him fucking buku weapons. Get him weapons. So that way, just make it easy on him. It's so easy when you got great talent all around you. You can just pick and choose wherever you go. They can't cover them all. They cannot cover them all. So I told y'all I've been all over Bijan. So if we didn't get Jalen Carter, I'm glad we got Bijan. Even though we had a choice, but you know.
Shout to Jeremiah Weems in the chat, diehard Atlanta Falcons fan.
I'm with it.
Jabril Harper, who's just here with us, he said, I'm grabbing me an Okuda jersey, number 1 jersey, but I'm rooting hard for Bijan. I'm excited. I'm still trusting the process. That's one thing that we see here with Falcon fans saying tonight is trust the process. Going forward with what the team's been doing in the offseason. We are the fans. Right? Let's just hope that Terry and everybody has a plan to put the best players on the field and go get the job done, which I think right now on paper, from your safeties to your cornerbacks to your D-line to your offensive line to even your running back room now, you're ready to go win.
Yeah.
It's enough of the bullshit.
Putting the team out to compete.
You're putting a team out to go compete. Shout out to Archangel. Shout out to Carlo Wiggins.
Shout out, Carlo.
Well, saying Ritter going ball. I saw that comment too as well. We don't miss comments
Ritter
here
going ball.
on one time for the fan. We are super lit. Chase, day 2. It's going to happen here real soon. What are your thoughts on the Atlanta Falcons? I mean, guard is a position. Let's look at the draft needs. Edge was like the big thing that they had circled, and they went Bijan, which means that it wasn't a reach. Best player available. That's the best running back in the draft, people.
You can look at defensive tackle right now. In the second round, you talk about defensive tackle. You got a guy like Brian Breeze, I think I'm saying it right. Breeze from Clemson. That's the guy there. That's somebody that was projected a late. He was projected. Yeah, I can't see. He's still out there. So I would say defensive line. Guard is a big void, but like we said, we don't know if Hennessy's that spot, if he's going to fill that in, if they're behind him on that. Could possibly see a cornerback too, maybe a top cornerback. That's just this draft is pretty stacked with a lot of guards, linemen, and cornerbacks. So we could go any direction right there. I'd be happy with either one. I think you save your receiver for the third just because you went offensive weapon round 1. I doubt you go receiver round 2. But that's another position that we're definitely probably draft.
I think on your draft board right now is still receiver, still defensive tackle or edge. You got to get a middle linebacker. You got to get an inside linebacker somewhere in here. You know, and I'm looking into that too as well. And I think with the running back selection, you got to get that guard too as well. You complement that running back with a brand new guard. I think at 44, the way this draft is set up, don't forget about some of these picks. You got what, 7 picks, 6 picks? Are all 6 picks going to be on the field? Are all 6 picks going to be dressed in the 53 this season? We don't know. Don't forget about the undrafted free agents coming on here too as well. And Terry and Arthur Smith talked about it today. When you put a team together with a roster like how you're looking right now, it's going to be very hard for a lot of people to make the 53. But it's going to be a team of people that's ready to compete. And Arthur said it. The team is stacked. But it's a good group of stacked players to choose from to build your 53.
Boy.
This isn't like you're picking, you know, pears in the apple basket here. You have some real solid players. Bud Dupree, Jesse Bates, Calais Campbell, Kendall Ellis, Caden Ellis, David Amiata. You got players that's on your 53 that just made your team from last year look a whole lot better this year.
Yep.
And Grady said it. Let's all go back. If you're going to do a hype video, Falcons fans, start when Grady said he's tired of this shit. Start with that and then start panning out your hype video from all the players and all the moves that was made. Carter coming back. Ebiketie having one of the highest PFF pass rush grades last season, but just couldn't get to the quarterback. 1 second away. You're going to get there this year. I guarantee it.
You're going to get there this year.
Calais Campbell coming straight. The Calais Campbell interview is what got me, Bodie and Chase. Jack Campbell from Iowa is going to the Lions. That's the guy who I had for day 2. If you wanted to go get him, not sitting at 15 or 18, but he goes to the Lions. That's big right there. Bodie, Chase, with the Falcons, right? And I kind of lost what I was getting ready to say before I got to the.
I know you did. That's what. Buddy, Chase.
It's that Tito's. Lead me in the right direction, Bodie. Where was I going?
I don't know, man. All I know is I don't know what you going.
It's the Tito's, man. All right, I'm talking about Calais Campbell. The Calais Campbell interview. When Campbell was talking about the Falcons being destined for greatness and how you saw this roster and the opportunity to help on and off the field, and you see some of the moves that's been made, and like D has said, a lot of times players didn't want to come here years ago, and now you're seeing talent like some of these guys come here next year or this year. Falcon fans, don't forget about what's happening next year. We're still sitting at 90 million probably.
Yep.
You're talking about any hole that can't be filled this year with a player that you missed. You're gonna go get the mother sucker next year. You bet you gonna go get him.
Not the mother sucker.
Not saying like that. I said sucker though, but I ain't saying, you know, in a good way.
I said sucker. Yeah.
I took it back to the 70s though, so they understand. Like, yeah, jive turkey, like stuff like that.
Jive turkey.
So you have money to play with next year to where if you need a guard or if you need a center, you got the money to go get him. If you need an edge rusher, you got the money to go get him. If you need a veteran linebacker to line up next to Troy, or if Richie Grant is going to be gone next year and you need another safety, you got the money to go get him. If you need a wide receiver too, some people say go after Stephen Diggs next year. You got the money to go get him.
Yeah.
You got the money. You got the players, like Terry said. When you start winning at home, it creates an environment where people want to come play here.
Mm-hmm.
And we won some games at home last year. And we got some guys in the building to where if you're looking at the roster going forward to a couple years from now, there's going to be some guys that's going to say, oh, I want to play in Atlanta. They lit out there. Not because the city's lit in entertainment. I'm talking about the team, the players, the roster, the coaching staff.
The Bucks were quick with their pick.
Yeah, the Bucks are ass.
Yeah.
Sterling Wood said Carter was there, man. I understand, man. I know.
He was
I know.
there.
It happens.
But-
Todd Gurley was there as well. It happens.
I know.
Yeah.
Didn't we select Beasley that year when it was Todd Gurley still on the board too?
Mm-hmm. It
happens.
happens.
Justin Newman, offense is going to be damn trouble this year.
Yes, sir.
Falcon fans, you got Bijan and Tyler can get you 10 yards in 3 downs if you want to run the damn ball.
Yeah, by themselves.
No doubt.
In this scheme, yeah. Absolutely.
No doubt.
Des Dollar says, take some load off of Ritter when you got a dynamic force like Bijan Robinson behind you. First down, let's put Bijan in a moment, right? 1st and 10, you're playing.
Des, I need
here.
the sprinklers cut off, bro. You flooding my back.
Shit.
Running the water bill up.
Yeah, I was telling you, Dad. I'm like, this man is graded out to be the best player in the draft. Piece like top to bottom. Man, we still might get Jackson Smith.
Oh, Cansey went to the Bucks. Drake True
Elijah
Statement
Cansey,
just
man.
mentioned that.
I like Elijah Cansey.
Yeah,
I do.
he's solid.
I like him.
Why is QC in there? QC has a management team?
I don't know. Is he in the family?
Bubba Gump.
Is it QC Sports? It's QC Sports. He signed to
Oh.
QC Sports.
Okay. Bubba Gump said Tyler and Bijan for 3 quarters, then fresh CP special. Oh, man, it's about to be crazy, bro. It's about to be crazy.
Oh, Elijah Cansey. Oh, my gosh. They're
Tim Riley
comparing
said,
this
great
man to
pick.
Aaron Donald.
Hell, we
Jesus
run the ball
Christ.
more than any other team in the NFL.
Yeah. Why not get the best run in this draft?
I'm just thinking about Arthur Smith right now when he did that. You good up there, Dean? You good up there? We're going to run the piss out the ball. You ready? You ready?
I'm telling you, man. Tried to tell you. You got to expand your horizons.
Didn't see what the
Bijan's
Lions got
home.
for the trade. When the Lions traded up, Bo, you remember that?
The Lions traded up. Let me go find that. Let me go find
Victor
that.
Perez said, let's go Hawks. We want the Hawks to win, y'all. We definitely want the Hawks to win. Damon Deuce is in the building. We wanted to get Damon Deuce on here tonight. We kind of figured we wasn't going to be here all night. But we want to get Damon Deuce on the podcast soon. He's a diehard Atlanta Falcon fan who we talked to on another podcast. And he kept it real. I was like, yo, we got to get this young man on the show because he knows what he's talking about when it comes to Falcons football. So shout out to Damon. I believe he's with 95 North right now doing their podcast. But we're going to get Damon Deuce on the show here soon. So please be prepared for that. But Falcon fans, we're at the 20th pick right now. What time is it? 10:23. Should we continue or should we just go ahead and just Chase? What's up? I can't hear you.
You muted.
I'm about to have to hop off here in a little while.
Okay. Let's see what else we got here in the chat. Falcons fans.
You got grass to cut. You do the night shift. I get it.
Sheesh.
And this is just a real live show here. There's no segments tonight. We ain't talking about nothing otherwise in the Falcons draft and what's going on in the NFL. Monday show, our 100th show, we have Myles Garrett, the GOAT from Fox 5 Atlanta, executive producer, covers the Atlanta Falcons. Of course, you know he's good friends with Tori McElhaney and Kelly Price and DJ Shockney and everybody over there. But Myles the GOAT will be with us Monday on our 100th episode of One Time for the Fan, talking Falcons football. You've seen him on TV. You've seen him on Twitter. Bring your questions to the chat because I know in the past it's been kind of difficult of getting the questions in with what we're asking. And Myles, when he talks, don't forget, he's a reporter. He's a journalist, top of the line too. He will give you more detail than you expect. So you're sitting there talking to him, one question, and 5-6 minutes later, he's broke down damn near everything on the team when you're asking him a question about the player. He's very smart. So Falcon fans want to know some things about the team. Why did we select Bijan? Why wasn't it Carter? If you don't want to hear it from us, you'll hear it from Myles on Monday. So please be here on Monday so you can talk to Myles Garrett. We're going to make sure that the questions that you ask will be answered. Now, if it's a million questions, you guys understand. It's a 1-hour podcast. We can't do it. But Chase, We're excited.
Real
ahead,
quick,
Bodie.
I know that guy asked about the Lions trade. I wanted to just
go ahead.
The Lions had traded. They received the 12th pick from this draft, the 34th pick from this draft, and the 168th pick from this draft, and the Cardinals received the 6th overall pick and an 81st pick from this draft. So just so that guy knows, whoever that, I don't know who it was. I'm sorry. I didn't remember, but I know somebody asked about it.
Jeff Wolf has a question here. He said, could we use the 2 next year to get back into the first for Nolan and Gonzalez?
We absolutely can, but yeah, Gonzo's gone.
You can. Gonzo's gone, but yes, you can move up to go after Nolan, or do you want to go after Jackson Smith? He's still on the board. There's a couple pieces. If you're trading up, I'm surprised to see a couple names already go that wasn't supposed to go in the top 15. The kid from Tennessee, the kid that went to number 10, that went to the Bears, I'm surprised to see him go. Devin Witherspoon at 5. I'm surprised to see him go right there too as well. Skronsky's dropping back so far. Gonzo dropping back so far. Let's hope Nolan is a day 2 pick that keeps sliding back. But if he's sliding back to day 2, why is he sliding back? Are teams concerned of the injury? Is something going on here that we do not know? Because obviously something's going on that we do not know if Nolan Smith is sliding back. Gonzo slid back. There's things to look at here, Falcons fans, when it goes to day 2 or day 3. Seahawks are on the board. We're not going to go all the way to the end of the draft here tonight. But this is a lot. It's a lot going on. False Star Falcon said, I am not upset. Shout out to False Star Falcon. You shouldn't be upset. If it was Carter, if it was Robinson, if it was Gonzo, if it was Witherspoon, Skronsky, Paris Johnson, you can't be upset. The team this offseason has done well enough to put you in a position as a fan to be ready to add every one of these players to the Flowery Branch facility coming up and see who fights for that 53. Bud Dupree, Calais Campbell, Jesse Bates. Look at some of these names here in Atlanta. Bodie, are we on the right path? Are we really destined for greatness here? And we're talking about just round 1 of the draft.
Man, I mean, you're damn sure setting the offense up for greatness. I mean, you're getting the best players. We got the best receiver in that draft. We got the best running back in this draft. And then we got the best tight end in the other draft, or the best overall weapon, I'll say. So we're in the last 3 drafts, we got the best weapons in each draft on offense. That's big. That's big. That shows that this, Arthur Smith want his offense to roll, baby, roll, and that's what we're doing right now. So, I mean, I'm so excited. I ain't gonna lie. If it wasn't Jalen Carter, I wanted Bijan. So I am ecstatic. This is what I've been saying, and everybody couldn't see it. Some folks couldn't see it. Some folks still can't see it, but it's here now. He's on the team. Welcome, Bijan.
Have a pick here. Thomas Scott in the crowd with the Falconator live on One Time for the Fan. Bijan Robinson in the crowd. That's Thomas Scott right there. The belt that he is holding is the Falconator, who we try to get on the podcast tonight. There you can see Bijan Robinson. He is hanging with the Falcons inside the nest, inside the floor.
Yep.
And the belt, as you guys can see him get to the belt belongs to the Falconator. Shout out to Thomas for these pictures right here. I know you guys might recognize some of the Falcon fans in the photo, but yes, Thomas is on the floor with the Falcons right now, as you see Bijan Robinson in the crowd with the Falcons fan base. So it's good.
I got something else to show you too.
Let's go, brother.
Baby Bijan in a Falcons jersey, playing for the Falcons when he was
Bijan Robinson, younger, playing for the Pee Wee Falcons, wherever he was playing at. But it was destined. You're not wearing number 8 though.
He's not wearing 8, but that's the Falcons. He played for the Falcons. It was meant to be.
Joey said, "What's the last team that won the Super Bowl that only had a run game and a weak passing game?" That's what the Falcons are now. They will make it to the playoffs, but lose against a pass-happy team. Right now, Joey, looking at the roster, looking at the team, I understand, you might have a player that you wanted, but the Falcons didn't select them, or, the Ritter situation. I understand what you told me about Ritter When I saw some of your comments about Ritter and Lamar Jackson and who the Falcons should select. We know you're a diehard fan like any other fan here, but let's just go on the side of hoping that the Falcons have made the right decision and these players that they've brought in to make the team better. At the end of the day, Joey, if we're 3-1, you're 3-1.
No doubt.
This ain't Joey's not 3-1 because he wanted this quarterback. No, you're a fan. You're 3-1, Joey. So let's hope. If we're 1-3, we're all 1-3 together. So let's hope that this team is put together well to where that run game that might be so strong and that passing game that might be so weak kind of changes, where the run game is super strong and the pass game is really, really strong. We want that. We want Ritter to excel. We want Ritter to be great here in Atlanta, And I think there's a team that's built around this kid that's going to make some stuff happen this year. I'm loving what I see.
Everything they've done this offseason, even for just part of the defense, to stop a pass-happy team. It's to help Ritter out. It's all going to help Ritter. Ritter doesn't have to constantly keep the game on his back. He's got a running back that a lot of people graded higher than Todd Gurley. So this guy's the real deal. Bijan Robinson went 8 for a reason. I said it a lot. We're going back what Terry does, and that's what I'm going to do.
Falcons,
like I said,
you will not.
Robinson, Jersey, week 1.
Shout out to Chase, shout out to Bodie. Falcons, you will not have to play Jackson Smith because he's going to the Seahawks. So DK Metcalf, Geno Smith, and Jackson Smith.
That's crazy.
Out there in Seattle. So Falcon fans, that's the first wide receiver off the board. That was the guy that you never know. If he would have slipped back to day 2, he would definitely have been a hot pick. But he's gone here.
He's too good to go to day 2. But I personally think, he's a smaller receiver, but he's probably the best receiver in this draft. It would have been great to get him. We would have had 2 number 1s, but I think Johnston from TCU fits this team even better than Jackson Smith. So we might get him. He might be on our radar. We like big receivers. We like big receivers. That's our MO. That's what we do.
You could load up getting a guard and a receiver as your next 2 picks, and the Falcons fans are going to say, oh, so y'all building up the offense now. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Chase, I know you're getting ready to get up out of here soon. We want to end the show soon. Sullivan has a question. Why a running back?
Because that was our need. That's what Terry wanted. Best offensive weapon probably on the board was selected at 8. You look at receivers, Bijan does what a receiver does. Bijan does what a running back does. He's a generational talent, like we've talked. Jalen Carter, Will Anderson, Bijan Robinson, just a few players you have in a draft that are generational talents. And we did grab one here today at 8, and it's going to make your team better. It's going to make the NFC South respect what you got going on with Tyler and Bijan in the background. And it's going to take a lot of load off of a quarterback that's still trying to prove himself in the NFL. So shout out to Bijan, man. Shout out to Arthur Smith. Shout out to Terry for doing their work. This guy was at 8 for a reason. This is who they wanted. They selected him. So that's your Falcon. That's a Falcon.
Sullivan, anybody in the chat? This guy right here, let me find him. He's a Jacksonville Jaguars fan. Okay. So anybody that's arguing, you might join the chat like first time.
I think he's the same guy that said we wasn't drafting Bijan.
I've known Jarnell.
Hoping we didn't draft Bijan, so we will whoop that Jags ass. That's what he was hoping for.
Come on, he's a Jags fan. Like, come on, the curse of Jalen Ramsey. Come on, he knows about the curse of Jalen Ramsey. He saw the post. I told him. I posted on his page in the playoffs. I said the curse of Jalen Ramsey is about to hit you. Be very prepared for it. He said, "Nah, man, the Jags going to the Super Bowl. Jags going to win it." I posted that picture too. Look, he's talking about some put the money up. Look, he's talking about he ready. See, now he's a gambler now. Now he young thug him.
Hey, we're not gonna entertain the bum ass Jags on this podcast. All I know, I'm gonna go back to Sullivan real quick. What he said.
Sullivan
why a running back? Yeah, I mean, he's graded out as the best player in this draft. As overall grades, he was number 1. Like we said, like we've been saying, generational talent. Yeah, people saying, well, we got that production. We can get that production in the 5th round, the 4th round. We got it last year. We got a Algier running for 1,000 yards, but we don't have what Bijan offers. Okay,
how about 2 1,000-yard rushers?
How about that? We don't have what Bijan offers. We don't have that. We didn't have that dynamic. Take it every time you touch the ball, he could take it home. Every single time, like that's big. Like it more weapons, more players for a defense to worry about. Like it's just major, man. Like yeah, you can find similar or like other players that might be able to do something like that, but Bijan's special, and he got drafted at 8 for a reason. And the Falcons, they had every chance to probably trade back and do that. The way folks was moving up and down this draft, they could have moved, but it looks like they had their eyes set on Bijan. I think Bijan was probably first on their board.
It looks like Bijan
over
was
Jalen.
Probably the first choice.
First on their board.
Because I'm looking at 2 or 3 players that I had ahead of Bijan, and the Falcons did not.
Yeah. Told you that board is not what we want, what we think it is.
How about these damn Hawks?
They won?
It's close, bro. It's a tie right now, 113 in the 4th
104.
Good.
113, 113 with 4 left to go. Because the draft is not much of I know we're doing the draft party right here, but this is the Hawks, Falcons fans. I mean, come on. This is Atlanta. This is for the city. A lot happened tonight that a lot of Falcon fans were not expecting. And a lot happened tonight that Falcon fans were expecting. For the diehard fans that wanted Bijan Robinson, got Bijan Robinson. For the diehard fans that wanted Jalen Carter, he's not going to be here. Now, 4 or 5 years from now, you never know. Carter could be back here in Atlanta. But for right now, he's gone to the Eagles. Paired up with Jordan Davis and Fletcher Cox, and they're trying to rebuild their team too as well. But I will say that the pick, Falcons fans, can't be upset about it. This is a dynamic running back. He's a force to be reckoned with when it comes to playing running back coming from the University of Texas. Look at the tape. Look at the numbers. Look at the running backs that's came from the University of Texas over the years. He is in some great shoes coming out from that college, playing that position, going to the NFL. Let's give the kid a chance. But look at this team. Terry drafted Kyle Pitts them. They brought in Drake London. They now have Bijan Robinson. 3 offensive players gone already for this new regime in the first round. That lets you know. I ain't gonna get to it because Jeff will say don't even mention it. But I was gonna say next year, such and such can't get the job done. Who are you gonna go get? You're gonna go get a quarterback. It's possible.
Quentin Johnston is off the board.
Quentin Johnston is now off the board.
I knew it was gonna happen. You're gonna see a lot of receivers start coming off.
I'm just glad to know that everything is being set up around Desmond Ridder to win. D Money's in the chat. He said he was just also here with us too as well on the podcast. Smith ain't burned Tyler out. He'll split time between Bijan, Tyler, and mixing CP here and there. This is about to be lit as fuck. This is true. So CP doesn't have to be your down 1 running back anymore. Depending on your game of who you're playing against, depending on the D line you're going against, depending on the scheme that you're getting ready to run on that Sunday, you might see CP line up as your running back 1. Doesn't mean he's going to be running back 1 every single snap. You might see more. CP is in his 30s.
Yep.
I'm seeing CP similar to what I'm seeing Calais Campbell. Let him play around 65 to 75% of the snaps. But when he comes into the game, make him useful. Make teams know, oh, shit, CP's out here. I need to watch him. Oh, snap, I can't watch him because, hey, bro, you got to get Kyle Pitts. Because I can't get Pitts, I'm on London. Well, who the hell got Bijan? That's the defense over there talking to each other. You got Drake. All right, you got Drake. Who's watching Bijan? Who watching the running back? The team is set up to win, folks. The team is set up to win. I, for one, am proud of what the Atlanta Falcons are doing right now. Hawks, it's up to you now to get the job done. Falcon fans, we were lit tonight. Chat was lit. Stream is lit. What more can we say, man? Bijan Robinson is the pick, and we're just excited. Chase, your final thoughts and your shout-outs before we go ahead and get up out of here tonight, sir.
Yeah, man. Shout out to everybody that's in the comments tonight, chatting Falcon football with us. Shout out to Atlanta Falcons for making their pick at 8 that they thought was the right move for our franchise. Shout out to Bijan Robinson. Welcome to Atlanta. Let's get this thing rolling on the right spot, man. Look forward to meeting him at training camp, maybe possibly getting a signature. So, yeah, I'm excited. I'm ready to see what's going on. I don't want anybody to get my reaction that I don't like to pick. I was just a little upset that Jalen Carter was still on the board and we passed up on him. Pretty sure a lot of people were. But it is what it is. It's Atlanta Falcons team. I'm just a fan, and I'm going to support what they do. So shout out to y'all boys. Shout out to Dez, man, for getting the garden looking right. Boo Man for taking out the trash. And appreciate y'all boys.
Love it.
Falcon fans, we lit. And I must say, I'm happy for what the team is doing. I'm sure Bodie's happy. I'm sure Chase is happy. Every fan in this chat, regardless if it wasn't the pick or it was the pick, you should be happy that the team is coming together. You got the best running back in college football on your team. Also behind him, you have from last year's draft, probably top 3 running back in college football with Tyler Algier. And then you have CP, who's just utility, special weapon. He's everything. You can see him probably in your red zone this year. You'll probably see him every now and then on 2nd and 1, 3rd, because CP is just that guy. And you don't have to play him 100% with Bijan Robinson. And maybe now you can go give CP that 2-year extension to keep him here in Atlanta for the rest of his career, because you have a guy who's going to be a bell cow, and you have another guy who could possibly be a bell cow too as well. My thing is, and I saw a comment in the chat, people don't want that Zeke Elliott, Tony Pollard moment. But one guy gets bigger than the other, and you got to make a decision financially. And if Bijan, like the guy said it today, I sent you guys the link. Right now, because you just drafted Bijan Robinson, he is probably going to be number 1 on people's fantasy football going forward next year.
He is. Bijan,
which means you
possibly
have to
go number 1
him.
Overall. Like he's in the conversation of possibly going in the top 10 for sure, top 5 in fantasy football. That's the type of production he can get.
You have a team that was one of the number 1 teams in the league running the ball last year. Had a running back that came out the 5th round and graced 1,000 yards. And you sit and wonder why we went and got a running back this year. We're about to run the piss out that ball. We're going to move the chains. Short yard situational downs, we're going to move the chains. 2nd and 1, 3rd and 2, we're going to move the chains. No matter if it's Tyler or if it's CP or if it's Bijan back there. I'm telling you about short yard games where we're moving the chains against the running backs. Now let's get the Ritter. He's going to open up the offense more with some play action, some RPO. It's going to move around a bit. Kyle Pitts, Jonnu Smith, Mac Hollins, Scotty Miller. Where's Scotty Miller? Anybody guarding Scotty Miller? Where the fuck is he? Oh, he's in the end zone. Oh, shit. Blown coverage. Because you're so worried about Bijan and Tyler. I'm telling you what's going to happen this year with this team, man. The team is ready. He's ready to win. Sullivan, he's a Jags fan. He's a Jags fan. You don't have to go back and forth. He's a Jags fan, right? He's sitting here thinking we're gonna sit here for the draft and call out the Jags pick. We're not. Oh, Murray for 3. Let's go.
Man, I hardly just let them score 8 points straight.
We turned the channel. That's why. I'm finna turn back. That's the problem. Bodie, your final thoughts on tonight's draft. The Atlanta Falcons selecting Bijan Robinson and your shout outs for tonight, sir.
Look, it was Jalen Carter and Bijan on top of my board. And if we didn't get Jalen Carter, which I assumed he wouldn't be available, then I would say Bijan was my guy. So I'm just glad we got my guy. I'm not questioning that they had a valid reason to pass over Jalen Carter. They are the experts. That's my GM. He's gonna build us a Super Bowl team. Okay. So and shout out to Terry. I ain't got no ill will against Terry, none of that. I love my dogs. I love my dogs.
Turning this team around, man. He's doing.
I love my dogs, but I love my dogs, but damn it, Bijan is a monster. Okay, and he is going to elevate this offense so much.
Bodie's breakdown on Bijan coming up.
Hey, look out for it.
One on YouTube Shorts. Check it out.
Chase's Corner on YouTube Shorts.
Yeah.
Definitely got one on him.
Hey, Jack got you got raking instructions on.
God,
TikTok?
I have got contracts for this season.
Shit, but yeah, it's a lot to be excited about. This offense is so explosive, and it should be like Desmond Ridder has so many options. He has so many ways to go, to succeed, and he got to check down in Bijan if London isn't open, or if London you got to double London or something. Pitts is wide open. You got double Pitts. London is open. Like, I mean, we all over with it. You know, we're everywhere with it. So, man, I'm excited. I'm so excited. I'm ordering that Bijan jersey. It's getting bought. It's already bought in my head. It's bought already. It's bought.
We will not. We see what I can see what you just sent me, Chase. I'm not going to talk about that here on the podcast.
Oh, no doubt.
Because there are some people who are upset with the Atlanta Falcons pick, and of course, they are taking to social media. But Zay Flowers goes to the Ravens. Lamar Jackson gets some help.
Oh my God! Hey,
wait a minute! How much he got paid today? $700 million. Oh, let's forget about that.
Yeah.
Falcon fans, we lit. We'll be back Monday for our 100th episode. We have Myles Garrett, the GOAT from Fox 5 Atlanta.
The Ravens like little receivers, bro. Hollywood Brown, he like 5'8".
That's a speedster to help out Lamar Jackson when he's running around for his life. Hope he can play quarterback too. He might. Oh, he can play quarterback. Oh, he's getting ready to throw. Oh, can he throw? They're gonna love that in Baltimore. That's your wide receiver. That's your quarterback too, right there, folks. That's your QB too, right there.
Look, Jacksonville about to pick. Maybe they'll pick Will Levis.
Nobody cares about Jacksonville.
Sorry ass.
Nobody cares about Jacksonville. Matter of fact, we're getting ready to end the podcast before Jacksonville picks. Chase,
boys,
hold it down. I know you're doing big things out there, man. Take care. We thank you for tonight.
Yeah, man.
And you've done a great job, man. We're on a new season of One Time for the Fan now, and we're gonna keep rolling, brother. So appreciate everything, brother.
Yes, sir. Look forward to Monday.
Yes, sir. See you back Monday, man.
See ya, boys.
One Time for the Fan. Chase 1000 is out the building. Bodie 3000 is here. Bodie, this is how it started last year.
Me and you
started with me and you on the podcast, doing a 3.5 hour stream covering every single team for no apparent reason. Well, we should have just covered the Falcons and got the hell off.
Yeah.
Some diehard shit going on here, Falcons fans, and I'm glad that you guys were a part of it. We want to see you all back on Monday, 8 p.m. We got Myles Garrett, the GOAT, executive producer, Fox 5 Atlanta, will be here with us talking Falcons draft report. Every player selected. There's no show Sunday night. We'll be back Monday at 8 p.m. So thank everybody who was here tonight for being a part of this. If anything happens with the Falcons, draft-wise, tonight, we will go ahead and post a pre-recorded video in the morning so you guys can see it. But we have a lot of content coming out this year with One Time for the Fan. As Chase said, he hopes to get Bijan Robinson's signature, his autograph. I'm sure he will, because our position and where we're at when we go to these camps and these public events, we're really close with the players too as well. So it'll be good to finally meet Bijan. And I'm glad to see that there's a lot of players, a lot of fans that's excited for Bijan. A month ago, I wasn't sold on Bijan. He was in my top 10. A month later, days before the draft, he was in my top 5. Tonight, he's the number 1. So, Falcons fans, you don't see me upset. Not sitting here arguing with anybody. I'm ready to see what this kid can bring to the Atlanta Falcons. I'm ready to see what this team can do. I'm ready to win, Falcons fans. And you just added a player that, as a diehard fan like myself, knows he's ready to win too. And he can come in here and change this team. He's a game changer. Bodie 3000, Bijan Robinson. It's it sinks in now. There's nothing else we can do. Tomorrow we're gonna hit the ground running with some more players. Saturday we're gonna hit the ground running with some more players. We'll be back on Monday, but this is it, Bodie.
That's it. It's here.
Bijan Robinson is the guy. Falcon fans can now get some sleep, do what you have to do, play the game, watch TV, do whatever. But Bijan Robinson is the guy, and Falcon fans need to, trust in Terry and what he's doing out here. Bodie,
Yep.
What's up, man? You got anything before we get up out of here?
Man, just welcome the new Falcon, Bijan Robinson. Just glad he's here. About to take top off. We about to score some points. About to run some folks out of the bins. I was about to say the dome. Man, it's just exciting. Like I said, I'm excited. They didn't pick freaking the old tackle from Tennessee or something. Like this is not that old regime. This is a new regime, and they want who they want, and they getting the best players, and they stacking this offense. You asked me when the offseason started that we would go offense at 8. I'm like, hell no. Mm-hmm. But then free agency happened and all this stuff, and the stars aligned, and man, we got a superstar at our running back, and he got a chance to be top 5 running back next season. I hope y'all know that. It's the top 5 next season, as soon as next season. So I'm excited. Rise up. Love you all.
Falcon fans, we are lit. Thank you all for being here tonight. As you can see Chase on the screen, we do appreciate every single view, every single comment, even from the Jags fan that we argue with from time to time. I don't know why he's not at a Jags party, like down on like the riverfront somewhere near, like, I don't know, somewhere in Florida.
Nobody cares about the Jags. That's why they don't throw parties for them.
Shit. God.
Tough.
I was hoping to see like a Saints fan or something here tonight so we can roast on them, but not the Jags fan. Shit. AFC. Jags fan says he's going to SoFi tomorrow. You can go to Hartsfield right now. We got Monster Jam. Yeah, he is in that Monster Jam field too. As well. He's one of the photographers for Monster Jam. He's a good guy outside of being a Jags fan and a Bama fan.
Shout out to bro, except for the Jags.
Yeah, Atlanta raised me. Jacksonville, Bama. Like, what the hell? But we'll find out later. We'll probably get him on for the Falcons and Jags that week. We'll bring him on and, I don't know, throw shrimp at him. I don't know. We'll see. One time for the fan. We'll be back Monday. Myles Garrett's. Sullivan said he wants to be in the A-Town. You'd be surprised, Sullivan. I know this kid. He's from Atlanta. He went to school here in Atlanta. But he's a Jags fan, and he is a Bama fan. I don't know. One time for the fan. We'll be back on Monday. Myles Garrett, executive producer, Fox 5 Atlanta. Bring your questions to the chat. Bring your comments to the chat on Monday. You want to find out about the Falcons draft report of why they're selecting this player, this wide receiver, this guy, this tackle, whoever, ask Myles. I just want to sit back and just put a question on the screen and let Myles answer it, because I'm sure you guys are going to have a ton of stuff to talk about after this weekend. And the person, the best person I could find to come on here and talk Falcons football is a person who spends all day covering the Atlanta Falcons, Myles Garrett.
Yeah.
And Myles Garrett would then have the record for most appearances on One Time for the Fans podcast. Have to get him some type of an award or something. Probably get him like a Roku or something. So, shout out to Myles Garrett for joining us. Bodie 3000, I thank you, sir, for joining us. Chase, Carey, Jabri, DJ Dance, Mr. Salas, Demetrius, who else? Lisa Shepard, who tried to join. Thomas Scott, who tried to join too as well. Couldn't get in here. We're super lit. And I thank every Falcon fan for being a part of this. So please hit that like button, hit that share button, hit that subscribe button. We'll be back Monday, 8 p.m. I'm Jack Spade. That's Frank. We'll talk to you guys at another time. Frank, Bodie 3000, y'all. Holla at y'all. Peace.
Yeah. Rise up.